What is up, my beautiful gemstones? Welcome to a magical and special Thursday night live stream of Live Intuitive Oracle with Gemma Jade and Ghostdragonzw. I guess my lights are super bright today, but I have had quite a day. Can't wait to tell you about it. As far as the hair, it doesn't matter what I do, it moves to the left. So I'm totally 80s today, but I'm killing it, okay? Welcome to the show. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with us. I have stories. I've got, hey SMB, I've got a new deck, Celtic Astrology, and I have the Starseed Oracle that's like almost here. So I'm going to keep checking for that. And when it shows up, I am going to go down and grab it because I've been wanting that deck for so long and it finally was on sale, like 51% off. So we have my beautiful pink-haired mermaid wifey, Miss Marae Josephine. I'm doing well. Andrew and Gnomes, welcome. Hi, Lotus Girl. Josephine, yes. All you have to do is come in and you are on the list for a reading. Kieran, hi, Gemma. I'm a new client. Subscribe today. Could you please do a reading for me? Yes, Kieran, just so you know, these are one-card readings, totally random. If you email me, I do personal readings as well. So if someone will put my email in the chat for Kieran. Kieran, do you identify as male or female? Is your soulmate's name Karen or is that your name, hon? It just helps with the energy. Yeah, Lotus, Lotus explained it. Thank you. The Bat Mom. Mike Roberts, hi. You know, when you don't message me at least once a day, I worry. So let's remedy that. And like, you need to message me, bro. Like, you know how like when you get used to talking to someone every day, even if it's just like a, hey, what's up in the morning or whatever, and then you don't hear from that person after you spoke to them every day for like 2 weeks, it's like a little panicky. I look white as a ghost. It's crazy. Vixen Doe, hey girl. Ghostdragonzw, imagine meeting you here. Aunt Edna, CN20, yes you will, ma'am. Chillin' Charlie, hi. Blue Crossroads and Shauna, Ralph and Cassie Francis, welcome. I hope everything's okay with you and yours. Chris Jarvis, ufologist, welcome. Gatekeeper's Gifts, or just use the band name, which I already have, and all know me by Blue Crossroads Gifts or Crossroads Gifts. So Blue Crossroads, my advice to you would be go with what people know. I mean, that name is your brand. That's why instead of naming my business, which our friend Arlene F gifted me the entire amount to pay GoDaddy or Wix or a professional to build my website from the ground up. To start my business. But I get overwhelmed. Like, all you guys are so generous, not just with your money, which you guys, if it wasn't for the donations, I wouldn't be able to pay my bills, but with your time and with your sincerity and kindness, and it just overwhelms me. So I'm starting the business, but the reason I didn't name it Moon Bear Oracle is because everyone knows Gemma Jade, right? Moon Bear is not really a big channel. I love the name Moon Bear Oracle, but right now my brand is Gemma Jade. So that's why I chose the name of my business is Gemma Jade Oracles. If you get a package from me or a book from me, it'll come from Gemma Jade Oracles, you know, New Jersey, whatever. I would go with what people know so that they'll associate it with you. But that's just my advice. Cowie, Melissa Nicole, hi. Melissa, no problem. I was going to read for you anyway, but then I forgot. SMB, I wish you would just hang out already. We miss you. Donna Messenger, hey, mama. Hi, Cassie. What's up, girl? Smoochie, smoochie. All right, Smoochie, I need your address. If you email or text it to me. I just noticed my eyeliner is crooked. Guys, I'm a hot mess. I'll tell you as we go through the things that happened to me today. Like, insanity. I haven't even napped. Smoochie, I saw something that you must have and I need to send you. So, Pam Cakes, hi. Lady J Homestead. Hi, Gemma, everyone. I didn't forget about you, Gemma, my encounter. I've been busy. Lady J, no problem. I actually accidentally archived like 4 encounters. So I have Vixen Does and like that's it. So I'm waiting for others to either resend them in, which I know is a lot to ask, but you can kind of just resend on the email if you saved it. And that's why I haven't done 16 yet, but I am working on it. Hi, Miss Grey Wolf. I'm so glad you guys made it. I missed so many of you last week. Like Paranormal Pixie, Miss Lara, did you get your box yet? I missed so many of you last week. We ended so early. I was like, what is going on? Brent, hi. Yes, so nice to see you. All right, guys, this is going to bother me. My eyeliner's off. The man of the hour. Let's bring him in.
Why? What? Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody.
My arms
are tired. You got to forgive me. My ears are still ringing from last night.
That's so weird, Lara, that you did not get your box for me, because I sent someone else's out like 2 days later all the way to Texas and they got it already. So I'll keep an eye on that. If you haven't received it, I'm going to say by Saturday, let me know so I can check on that, because I insure them. And I sent you some pretty cool stuff, and I really hope that you enjoy it. I'm excited. I've been sending out these mystery boxes to people and love it. Yeah, no, Smoochie, I want to send you something. There's a game called Find Sasquatch. It's a board game. Like, you have to have this game. I want to send it to you as a gift. All right. Batmom, thank you. Starting it off. Super chats, super stickers. Guys, whatever you donate goes into my monthly pay for the end of the month when I get paid once a month on the 21st. If you donate through PayPal or Cash App, I get it immediately. Super thanks in the comments. Yeah, so I get to start the business. Stephen and I are going to find someone, probably GoDaddy, but I might go. They said that they were changing it to $3,500 after August 1st. So I may have to go with someone else, but we're getting a professional to do my entire website, promotion and everything. And Gemma Oracles is going to be up and running by word of mouth. You guys took such great care of me with the orders. I should be able to get out of country too. I don't know if shipping will be able to be included, but I'm really excited. And Arlene F does not usually come in here. She's a fellow Jersey girl. She lives 40 minutes from me, and 3 Sundays from now we're meeting for lunch. She's going to help me get my license back. You guys are just like, oh my God. You guys overwork. Just beautiful people. Do you know what I mean? Like to meeting 1 or 2 people that you connect with is awesome. Meeting 25 people that you really connect with that are just genuinely kind souls, it's overwhelming in a way. So I've been speaking for 10 minutes nonstop. You guys know that's all I do is talk, talk, talk. So why don't we get started? Yeah, I'm excited for me too. And I'm excited for you because I'll be able to ship to Canada now. And it won't be $30 to send you a $20 product.
1 second. Well, I'll just do it this way. Blue. I like going deaf because Pop plays the I can't hear you selective hearing game, so now I can play it back with him.
Hi, Crowley.
Okay, first person is Mermaids and Chris.
Mermaid and Chris. Okay, I'm going to use the Celtic Astrology for Mermaid. I have not used these yet. Crowley, go run. Don't run too far in this heat. But let's see how these cards are. So Mermaid, isn't it funny that I was going to say Jarvis is the guinea pig? But actually, this is Mermaid's reading, so let's see. So I went to the mall today. We wake up and RJ's like, Mom, I need to get out and get some fresh air.
You froze with the funniest face.
I'm freezing? I'm frozen right now?
You did for me for a second.
Oh, yeah.
You were all like...
So he says that he wants to get out and get some fresh air and go to the mall. So I'm like, all right, I don't have like much money, but I can get to the mall. So I have Ray drop us off at like 12:30, 1 o'clock. And we're going to Uber home. So we had a good time, nice time. And I stocked up on supplies for the mystery boxes and all that. So, yeah. Uber, it takes over an hour for them to get to me. I get mad. I get tired of waiting. It's supposed to be $17 and change to get from the mall to my house. I go out of the app, I go right back in, not even 30 seconds. And it's now like $12 or $10 more. So I leave again, then I go back and it's back to the 17 something. So anyway, over an hour goes by. They're telling me I'm looking for a reddish, like red maroon Toyota Sienna and a heavyset white or like Hispanic white guy named Daniel. Okay. And I promise after this, I'll start reading. Eric M. Welcome. Jordan Kodiak. Welcome. So I see the Toyota Sienna pull up and there's a lady in the back. So I think he's dropping someone off. So I'm waiting. Then he starts to pull away. I'm like, no, we're waiting. So I get in. I say, Daniel, Uber, because I didn't see the Uber thing, but I did see something on the side of his car. And he said, yes. So I get in, I strap RJ in. He starts driving out of the mall. And he's like, where do you live? And I told him, like, shouldn't you have that information? He's like, I don't. Where do you live? So I told him where I lived. He's like, how do you get there? I'm like, I don't drive. That's why I take Uber. And I was nice about it. He's like, I'm not Uber. I'm a taxi. So I'm like, you need to let me out right now. So he doesn't drive me back to where I was waiting for my Uber.
Right there.
He just leaves me right there in the middle of the parking lot, holding all these bags. RJ, I bought him a new little ukulele guitar thing. Like, so I messaged the Uber driver. He's like, I'm here. Where are you? And I'm like, I got in the wrong car. I'll be right there. You know, thank goodness I noticed before he got on the highway. All right, Murray. It was crazy. Like, what are the odds that two, you know, another person that looks exactly the same shows up in the exact same car and it's picking people up? Card number 4, card of the fox. Yeah, you are. All right. And there's like 2 number 4s in here. There's like animals and something else. So I don't know how that works. So, all right. In Celtic lore, the fox represents intelligence and wise guidance. Those born in the sign of the fox have profound knowledge of the spirit world as well as the natural world. They hunt for spiritual sustenance as much as for their physical needs. Fox folk are clever and humorous, but never frivolous. Do not underestimate the seriousness of the fox born. Their powerfully focused mind will hit the target every time. Fox and alder together exalt the qualities of cleverness, good humor, and vitality. The shadow they cast may take the form of shyness, impatience, and fretfulness. I believe it's animals and plants. So, Marie, I feel like there's something going on in your life or something that's about to be. The light looks perfectly normal now. Now I'm like bright light. That's going to bring out the fox in you. That's going to bring out the fight in you, this fighting spirit. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I think by the end of this week, you will. I feel like, not the end of like tomorrow this week. I mean, like by the end of our week cycle, like when I see you next Wednesday. It's something that you're just going to feel like, hell no, like I'm not allowing this to happen or something like that. I'm seeing you like literally being like, oh, hell no. Like someone just said in the chat, hi, Shelly. So I feel like you'd be on your guard to not, go overboard and like be cruel, because I do feel like there's something in you that's fed up with a certain person or situation, something going on, and you're like, you've had it. And I feel like what the universe is warning you with this card is like, it's okay to be fed up and it's okay to speak your truth and it's okay to put up your boundaries, but always try to do it no matter who you're dealing with it with. And I know this is so hard, girl, believe me, always try to do it with kindness and love. And that could be hard for you this week because I feel like you're about ready to snap. And if you're not right now, something's going to happen where you're just like, F this, I have had enough. That is it. Be sure you don't lose your cool and get yourself in trouble. Davy Jones Locker. Hi. Vera Ray. Oh, my. Your grandson's name. Do you have a grandson? I told Arlene this last night. I was like, I always imagine everybody is my age. Like, that mom, I snap like 50 times a day. Like, I try so hard. Ask Steven. Like, don't I cry sometimes because I feel so guilty about snapping.
The thing is, I just let it all out. I hold it until I can't hold it anymore. Then you better watch out because when I blow, it's not.
Sometimes it's your environment. I'm gonna have to fix my eyes. Can you guys notice that? Like on lopsided in my makeup?
Just a little bit. Now you just smeared it. You look fine. Read private.
All right. So Jarvis is next.
Yes, Jarvis is next.
There's nothing in private chat.
What?
Did you put it in the actual comments?
Oh, duh. You got to hit enter like a dip.
Josephine. Oh, thank you guys. Batmom, me too. I've been crying because I'm fed up as well. Josephine, I'm just gonna randomly pick a card. There's no like, you know, like if you want to choose a deck, that's fine. But like as far as card numbers, I kind of just pulled them out because when we were doing counting and everyone choosing, it took so long. Thank you so much for stopping in, Davy Jones. All right, Jarvis, sorry. I'm in a talkative mood. I can't help it. I'm going to use...
She missed us very much.
The Dark Mirror for Chris. I cry myself to sleep. Like, it's ridiculous. I mostly cry, though, because I'm overwhelmed. It's not like so much sadness that makes me cry. Anger makes me cry, and being overwhelmed, you know? Last week, I cried harder than I've cried in like 2.5 years. But afterwards, it felt good because I finally got it out. There's no dying in baseball or oracle readings. I think you mean crying.
Dying.
Thanks, smartphone. Hi, Brown Dwarf. Ooh, okay. Jarvis. Huh?
I was just saying hello to the young man.
Oh. Jarvis, you got card number 30, Calling the Storm. I opened to it. Says, I won't cry for you.
Something's trying to tell you something.
Almost there. All right, Jarvis. Power comes not from the inside, but from connection and integration to a greater whole. A shaman woman wears an antler hat, dresses in crimson and brown, and holds her crow-headed staff to the storm. Autumn leaves spiral out of control around her as the whirlwind shakes the world. Pull and release, push to the limit. The eye is the only peaceful place that can be. Reminds me of Hamilton. In the eye of a hurricane, there is silence. There is time to find and release our power, like a spring that had been compressed to the point it has lost the memory of motion and movement. Yet, there's a power inside of it. Finding it is called empowerment. It starts from the belief in your own power, in our ability to cope, to fight, to endure, to overcome a challenge. However, too often we are encouraged to see empowerment as something that happens only within in our psychological space. We are not necessarily islands. We can borrow the power of the world around, the context, the environment, the expectations. We do not control the storm, we just call it to us. To call the storm, we need not to fear it, and this is what will make us strong. After the storm, there's always sun. So, if the sky has been gray for too long of a time, it's time not to fear the storm, but to embrace it. It will grow up and devour our chains and our jailers, and it will hurt us as well. But it will be healthier than just staring at the chilly rain. We can restart only after we let ourselves end. So, this is actually a pretty deep card, okay? Jarvis, I feel like what this is saying is I don't want to say like it's time to make a move. I feel like there's something going on in your personal life, either coming in or happening now, where maybe it's something you caused. It's causing you a lot of stress. I see like procrastination a little bit, stress and chaos around this situation. But it's like you knew that this was going to happen. End this way keeps popping into my head. You knew it was going to end this way. I feel like what this card is kind of telling you to do this week is to figure out how to quiet this situation. I feel like whatever this is, it's not going to end. It's something that you're just simply going to have to endure. But we were just talking about snapping, right? That's a little ironic because this card is saying, like, don't snap. Find your inner peace. Find your own peace, even in situations that frustrate you to the point where you're like a spring who forgot how to move. Don't lose yourself. Instead, step into your power, Chris, and really have people respect your boundaries. If you have to walk away from a person or a situation for a little while to get peace, then the universe is recommending that you do that. I just lost 5 people in 1 second. I don't know why you guys are giving me numbers. Like, what is going on?
What's the deal?
So this is like really confusing. Hold on. All right. So whatever this situation is that's causing you this confusion and frustration, I feel like what the universe is saying is you can get through it. Really try to work on self-control as far as giving too much to the situation and not getting enough back. The juice not being worth the squeeze, right? Unfortunately, I don't see an end. It's like something you wanted, and now it may not be working out the way that you thought it was going to. And you just have to kind of endure it and decide when the ending is going to come. How is it going to end? Or is it actually going to start afresh, right? Are you going to give whoever this is another chance, or are you just going to simply walk away? The universe recommends taking a break, okay? We were on a break, like take a break from this person or this situation. If it's something you can't take a break from, I would highly suggest meditating, because I feel like this is like constant pressure on you. And walking away for a week or a few days will give you some, not just mental clarity, but emotional as well. I feel like, no, with the numbers, it's like 8-10 months ago, I used to ask the person to choose the deck and pick their own number, and then I would count the cards out. But it would take me an hour to get through like 8 people. So I just started randomly pulling. Who's next?
Josephine. So go ahead and do her, because she was actually next, but when I typed her in, she didn't show up, so I didn't know she left, and then she came back in. So
no problem. Josephine, we're going to use the magic of you.
And then Andrew will be next.
All right. It's so weird. I had 31 people, then I had 25 people, now I have 31 people.
It'll do that. I watched this and it cracks me up how
it said in my studio when I went into YouTube Studio to monetize this, which by the way, they gave me minimal monetization on the Axan. So it said something's wrong with like the system, and that they're not accurately showing
the actual numbers,
which like the actual numbers are off. Yeah. You're welcome. I know that was kind of a confusing reading. It's just because I don't know some of your personal situation. So when something like that comes in, I can't say like, hey, this is your romantic relationship. You know what I mean? That's what personals are for. But I do feel like you just need to take a little break from the person or situation. You're going to see more clearly and be able to kind of move 10 steps ahead. I'm like seeing a chessboard now. So the messages are still coming in. Mac Taylor, hi. All right, Josephine, you got opulence. It's time to lead. Card number 21. There is great wisdom in going with life's flow and choosing your battles, conflicts, and accepting change wisely and peacefully. There is also a time to assert your authority and trust your wisdom and leadership skills. People and situations are now looking to you for guidance. Wear your success and assets proudly. They're well earned. It's time to be a light so that others may follow. And I feel like we should all be striving to be lights in the dark, to wake the sleepers up. Salvador, what's up? The girl of opulence wears the lavish golden crown of leadership. It emits a radiant glow and signifies spiritual enlightenment as well as earthly accomplishment. Being in an exalted position gives you the opportunity to be a wise leader and help others, much like happiness is only real when shared, and being exalted only meaningful when it helps others. Okay, so I feel like, again, I don't know your personal situation, but I do feel like you have the upper hand in whatever this is. Either, just for instance, say, it's a love relationship, and it may be, I'm seeing a little bit of toxicity, some confusion, but the ball is in your court, whether you know it or not. It's like, what are you going to do with that? You could take advantage of it, or you can follow your heart, right? I feel like your mind is too muddled and confused in whatever this situation is for you to really pay much attention to it. And it's time to start listening to your gut instinct, right? What is your gut telling you? For example, if you're in a relationship with someone who is emotionally unavailable, are they going to change? How much time do you really want to give them? On the other hand, I feel like if this is work or even whatever it is, somebody this week is going to be coming to you for advice. I feel like normally you ask people for advice, you value the opinion of others, but I feel like there's something here that someone else is going to see in you and they're going to ask for your help. Please don't shy away from it, Josephine, because they need to hear what you have to say. Don't shy away from it. Tell them the truth about how you feel. All right. Someone is looking to learn something from you, and you are in a position to teach them. As far as love goes, like I said, it's up to your instinct and your heart. Is the person going to change? Is the person going to give you what you want? Thanks, guys. Who's next?
Andrew. Mr. Andrew, you're next, sir.
I'm going to use the Mythical Goddess Tarot, which is still my favorite Oracle deck. I just absolutely love it. I'm using it for all of the Patreon personals this month as the main spread. The only thing is, it's hard to shuffle because, okay, so
as she throws them everywhere.
I am seeing a pattern already forming, and I've only done 4 readings. Okay, we are powerful this week. As a collective, we are powerful this week. Can I tell you guys that 3 or 4 weeks ago, I started manifesting money. I told you guys money comes to me quickly, easily, and effortlessly. And on the day the Lionsgate portal was opened and at its strongest, August 8th, is when Arlene came to me and offered me the money to start my business up. It works. You just have to believe that it works. You have to really believe. There can't be any doubt. Like, I knew money was coming to me. I didn't know where it was coming from, how it was getting to me, but I knew it was coming, like, to the point where my PayPal, Cash App, and my bank account were all at 0. And I was like, it's okay. Like, it's all right. The money's coming. I'm going to be able to pay. Because I have like 14 or 15 credit cards that I'm paying off right now. And they come like the 6th, the 9th, the 11th. So like every other day I have a bill I have to pay. And I was at 0 throughout. And I just knew it was coming. And we really have to have that belief in it. Pam, good night. Next time, let us know. So you got a major arcana card. And that's what's really good, Andrew and everybody, about these cards is that you can read them as tarot or you can read them as oracle. And you got Lilith, okay? I'm going to show you the card, but then I'm going to put it down because there are boobies on it and I just don't want to get in any trouble. YouTube's been really cracking down. So this is the card. I'll just hold it like this. And it says, Lilith is the goddess of wanton sexual power who can never be overtaken or manipulated. Originally an ancient Sumerian goddess, she later was morphed by the Hebrews into the first female on earth. Unwilling to be subservient to Adam, Lilith not only left him, but used her wiles to trick God into giving her wings so that she was able to fly far from Eden into the desert. She brought agriculture to the people and is the protector of children and women in childbirth. Beautiful Lilith flies above the shackles of this world on her wings of freedom. Her taloned feet are her foundation of wildness and power. Lilith's fiery, independent Aries spirit is without compromise, insisting through her very nature that women are beings of equality, answerable to no one. There is no gender assignment in tarot or oracle. So she is sexual freedom and expression, a leader who empowers others. Lilith teaches you to trust your own core power, take the lead in your life, and go for it. In the full expression of your sexual energy and unbridled power of authority, you show uncompromising loyalty to your inner passion. Your own authenticity is at issue. This is the time to let loose the strength of your desire and focus on your goals to take you where you deserve to be. So getting fired up and excited, hi Sophia, about what you want in life and really going out and getting it, okay? Again, I'm getting no procrastination. Andrew, you are in a really unique position right now because the universe, thank you. You're in a really unique position because the universe is putting you in a position of authority. I don't know what you do. We've talked about your job before, but I feel like if you didn't just get a promotion, which I think you might have. Oh, thank you, Charlie. I feel like, again, like I just said to Josephine, you're in like an exalted position. I feel too, though, that like, don't let it go to your head. Like, yes, be confident that you're in a great spot. You're where you're supposed to be. Be confident that the universe is providing for you, but don't let it get to the point where it's cocky, right? Your power is at issue. So make sure that you don't let it go to your head. It's really easy. Oh, thank you guys so much.
Yeah, loving the nails.
I know. Thank you. It's really easy when we get in a position that we've really worked hard to get there, not to let our egos get the best of us sometimes, because we've accomplished something great. Like, ever since I was a little girl, I wanted to be a best-selling author. When I got that bestseller title, I was on cloud 9, and I had to really watch myself, like, and remind myself to be humble. And I think that's what the universe is. Not that you're an a-hole or that you're, cocky or conceited or anything, but the universe is reminding you to stay humble, because I do feel like you're in a great position right now. You could be being offered more money, a better paying job, just something that you've been working so hard for is coming in. New trucking job as truck driver, way better spot where I'm at. Yes, go with it, right? Go with the flow of it. Take what the universe has to offer. Just remain humble. There is something, some opportunity or offer, it could be that coming in, where it could go to your head. I mean, it could. Guys, my nails, I buy them for like $7 on Amazon and glue them on. So that's my secret. I try to have a new set every week.
She won't tell you. She has a professional comes over. Lotus.
Oh, I got to tell you guys too what happened at my doctor the other day. Oh my goodness. Lotus girl, I'm going to use the Mythical Goddess again.
She here?
Obsessed with. I'm going to do hers anyway. She comes in and out. She's got so much going on. Kaz, welcome. If you're new, let us know. So I was at the doctor the other day.
Chillin'. Hello, Chillin'. You said hi. I wanted to say hi back.
I was at the doctor the other day. What's up, Johnny? And I go once a month. And a couple months ago, there was this guy, and he was like one of those guys that like invades your personal space and like talks really fast, and he's banging on the table, and he's like, and I can't deal with people like that. I love you, my Leo vibe people, but I just can't. That energy is too much for me, especially when I'm in a place like my doctor. So I fell asleep in the chair waiting for the doctor. And I wake up to this guy in my face, and he's like, "Oh, it's the hot girl. Look at your bracelets." And he's like pulling on my bracelet. I was like, "Dude, seriously." Paranormal Pixie, just give me 1 sec, and I will let you know, because it's actually really cool. So anyway, I messaged the counselor. She's like my best friend, the girl Deirdre that comes in, one of my best friends, Deirdre and Donna. So I messaged her. I'm like, dude needs to, and he's probably watching this, and I don't care. I'm like, dude needs to back off, okay? Because I'm not in the mood, and he's like all in my face, and I'm not going to deal with that in group, because we have to go to an hour-long group in order to get our med. So of course in group, they have to keep telling him like, yo, other people are talking, calm down. He keeps interrupting and jumping in. So anyway, finally, like the one guy that always comes with me, his name is Pete. He's like a 21-year-old kid. He works with animals and like a no-kill shelter. He's like the cutest little thing. Looks like Dennis the Menace. I message him and I'm like, dude, please come out here. Like this guy's all in my face. I'll call the guy Matt, but that's not his name. I'm like, Matt's in my face. And he's like, I know, he's a lot. Sorry, I left you outside. So anyway, comes out, starts talking to me. Matt still isn't getting the hint. So finally my ride shows up and I'm like, yes, finally put my earbuds in and edit the Axeman video and I'm good. He's like, where's Gemma? Where's Gemma? Talking to Pete. He's like, we're sharing a ride. So I told him, I'm like, dude, and I was very, very nice. And I think I was too nice. I was like, I just want to put my headphones in. Like, I'm really tired. He's like, sure. No problem. Talks to me the entire time. I got my earbuds in. He's tapping me. He's talking in my face. Even he was like, oh, look at that. You got a beautiful, elegant neck. Trying to rub my, I was like, dude, stop touching me. The driver of the van was like, please stop touching her. Like, thank God they dropped him off first. He would have known where I live. Then, Lotus, I did pull your card. This is my last long story, I promise, for the day. But then the taxi driver goes, I've got to get gas. And I'm like, okay. So he pulls off. There's one exit in New Jersey that I do not get off. It's exit 58A. And it goes into South Patterson, right to where I used to live and use. He pulls right into the gas station where I used to meet my dealer 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times a day, every single day for almost 6 years. I was a mess. I almost threw up. And it's like, I don't know. At that point, it was like, I haven't been there. My father lives on that same street. I don't even go visit my dad. Like, I don't get off the Madison Ave exit ever. It was horrible. Yeah, I wanted to punch him, but I kept saying, like show him grace because he's probably high. Like, it was so obvious he's using. Lotus Girl, you got Aditi, the Great Void. Aditi is the Hindu mother of all gods and goddesses, the great womb and the primordial abyss that precedes creation. From the ultimate void, she gave birth to the stars and planets. Pure divinity, Aditi existed before time as the infinity of mother space. All creation is conceived and born from the fertile void of her emptiness. Aditi is the mother of all. Her womb holds the totality of creation yet unborn. Vast and limitless with all of the possibilities to come, she is the great mystery that dwells in the ethers, who fulfills every desire and nourishes all life. Aditi comes during times of the great void that precedes transition. She is the emptiness that must be acknowledged when the way before you is dark and unclear, Lotus Girl, helping you to face the unknown with surety and without fear. Aditi allows you to see the result of your actions before acting, to use the fertile seed times to gain new perspective and access fresh ideas. Aditi holds all possibilities for your future, which becomes clearer through self-reflection and understanding. Before your world is manifested, Aditi brings all possibilities to you for creating the world of substance to come. So the great void that precedes transition, going through so much all the time, and then feeling like you're finally out of it. You're out of the dark night of the soul, only to realize a couple days later that it was all BS and you're right back in the thick of it again. What does it feel like to really transcend? Oh, Mike, thank you so much. You guys are so amazing. What does it really feel like to come out of the dark night of the soul and transcend? You know, because you've done it at least once before. I feel like this was kind of a false start. That's what I keep getting in my head. False start, false start. Like, you thought everything was good and right and fine, but at the end of the day, it wasn't. It was like the universe, there was like a lull in it. So what the universe is saying is, don't fret. Like, everything is going to come together as long as you have faith. Stay humble, stay kind and loving and decent through all of it, even when you feel like the whole entire universe is against you. This is a test. It's the great void before the ascension, before the transformation, before you are birthed out of the dark night of the soul. I give you about another month before things start coming back together, okay? In your personal and professional life, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, it's all going to be aligned, okay? Not this week. The universe is really testing you because where you're ascending to is, you know, a higher vibration. It's not just a regular ascension where like you move up a little bit in the world. This is real spiritual transcendence that you're going to achieve if you could just make it through. And the universe is giving you so many different choices. You guys are the best. Smoochie, you the best. That I feel like it could be confusing, like to know which way to go. Follow your gut and follow your heart, as always. Even if your mind's trying to tell you like that it's wrong, and to think more practically. For this week at least, it's not time to be practical. It's time to focus more inward on the spiritual aspect of all of it.
Okay, Karen,
Kieran, are you here?
Oh, there you go.
Josephine, I already read for you, honey. You had the card of opulence, so go back and look for that. That's your reading, sweetie. Is Kieran here?
She's another one that's been coming and going. So
Okay.
I'll give her one more try. Then we'll go ahead and Mike's been put on. Well, Batmom's next, so
All right.
we'll put her on hold in case she comes back.
I'll put you guys on it. I hit East meets West today. Yeah, she was right here. She was just here, right?
Yeah, she was just here.
Let's give her a minute.
19. She said 19. She kept
Yeah.
saying.
Let's give her a minute.
Yeah.
If not, I'll just pull for Batmom. Why don't you manifest one, Andrea? It's not hard. I use the 555 method, only it's not really 5 because I use the same exact manifestation every single time when it comes to me quickly, easily, and effortlessly. All right, I'm going to pull for Batmom. Just put Kieran on the side, please.
You're welcome, Mike.
Batmom, I am using
Oh, there she is. She's here.
Okay, so Kieran, I am using
Thank you for coming and saying hi. Let us know. Sorry.
It's It's okay.
No, I do it on purpose because it drives you nuts, and I know it.
It does. But I know you don't do it on purpose. Grey Wolf, yeah, next time please let us know and I'll just pull a card for you. Yeah. Okay, Kieran, Heal Yourself Oracle.
I'm gonna put her on hold because she may come back.
Yeah. You guys just have to remind us, like, if you're in a different time zone or if you have something to do. Yes, Kieran, yes, I pulled your card, honey. I'm reading for you right now.
Yes. You know, Mike gives me $1 every time I interrupt you.
It's kind of annoying. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Did you see his face? Okay. Kieran, you got card number 13, the card of rejection. Rejection. Use rejection to grow, expand, and rebuild yourself. Feeling rejected can disconnect you from your heart and soul and immobilize you. Tell me about it. Rather than buying into rejection, focus on how you can grow, learn, and improve from your experiences. If you are a writer and you sent your articles or a book to a publisher and they have rejected it, then try to hone your writing skills and then send your work out to several other publishers. Use that rejection as motivating force to succeed. If a person that you have feelings for or felt a deep love towards has rejected you, then work on healing your heart and recognizing that there is someone out there who is more suited for you. Many people use rejection as an excuse to close down, become suspicious, guarded, and to give up. They hurt and reject others. They hide behind rejection and never give themselves an opportunity to take a leap of faith and find their life calling and heal. By picking this card, you're being urged to hold yourself in a higher regard. Keep your heart open and trust that you have learned from your experiences and will not make the same mistakes again. So, Kieran, I do feel like you've been rejected. Kieran, don't worry about it. No, you're good. In some way. So, because you were talking about an issue with someone who you believe is your soulmate, I'm not getting a soulmate connection there. Okay, but you know, either way, this person, I feel like there is rejection there. Whatever the rejection is, I just have to say that if it wasn't for rejection, I would not be a business owner. I would not be a best-selling author. I would not be able to hang out with you guys every Wednesday, usually night, and be here. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have had to find something else to focus on. And I feel like that's what this card is saying. It's time to focus on you, okay? See this cobweb going from her to the picture of her beloved? It's old. It's stale. It's time to wipe it off and focus on Kieran. Like, focus on you, right? I know it's really hard, and I know it's easier said than done, but try to take it and turn it into something else. If you're focused on love, then fine. Then look at it as there's someone more suited to me out there. But really look at it and say, like, what can I become where I don't feel so reliant on the approval of someone else? And I feel like the universe is giving you opportunities to love yourself more and to grow as a human being and as an individual because of this rejection. Now, I would love to do a personal reading for you. I do charge for them, though, and that kind of turns people off sometimes, but I charge a little bit for them, and I'll always work with you. I'll never turn you away if you can't pay me. But anyway, if I did a personal, I'd be more able to see if this person was your soulmate, if you have a past life connection. But I just get the feeling that there's like this space there and you're very uncomfortable with it. I don't feel like this person is the person for you. Soulmates are people that come into our lives, like stepping stone soulmates. They come into our lives to teach us major life lessons and help us get through certain things and learn certain things. And once we've learned, we're to move on, and so are they. And I feel like that's the kind of situation this is now. Kieran, I would really put my focus into something else, something creative, whether it's writing, singing, drawing, coloring in an adult coloring book, coloring in a kid's coloring book, doing something, believe it or not, coloring for 15 minutes a day can really up your mood, boost your spirit. Look at this as an opportunity to get to know Kieran. What did you learn from this relationship? Where did you go wrong? Where did the relationship go wrong? Take your part, be accountable, even if the other person won't, And it's time to move on, on to bigger and better things. Lotus Girl says, Gemma Jade, I took off today and went to a play with my twin sister for our birthday on August 6th. Had a blast despite severe arthritis pain. Peace, amazing day. Back to the grind tomorrow. Yeah. I am angry I missed your birthday. I am so sorry.
Oh, I did.
I
and
call
then I
her
hit her up a day later.
I call her my soul sister and I forgot her birthday. I'm so sorry. You're going to have something coming from me anyway. I just stocked up on supplies today. I'm glad you had a great birthday. I'm glad you're finally putting your health first. Kieran, yeah, this is an opportunity for you to learn and grow in yourself. It's time to get introspective, right? Who's next? Batmom.
Yep.
Batmom, I am going to use Seasons of the Witch for you. No, there are several of you, like, I should know your birthdays. And I knew you were a fire sign. I saw these really cool necklaces in Claire's, and I thought about you, Lotus. And I thought you were an Aries, because I remember thinking to myself, you are not a fire sign. Like, you might be a fire sun, but you must have a lot of water in your chart, or earth, because you do not strike me as fire. Blue Heron doesn't either. She's a Leo. Birthdays are super important to me, just because of things that happened when I was a kid. Holidays are really important to me, and I think birthdays, like, you celebrate the person and that they were born.
Yeah, us dragons don't have birthdays. I keep trying to tell you that.
Oh, we're celebrating Ghost Dragon's birthday on September 15th. Is a Tuesday. We're doing it on the Tuesday. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be promoting that. Batmom, you got the card of protection. It's card number 29. This is my house, stained by the very blood flowing through its walls, covered in a veil of delicious prayers, yet deadly to those who dare lift its hidden. Lift its hidden? Mike, I'm keeping an eye on you, boy. Batmom, many of us have had to search out our own safety since beginning our journeys as spiritual healers, students, and teachers. We've faced criticism for being witches, faced jealousy for being true to our paths, and had to withstand attacks from our own egos. But we rise and keep going on with fearless determination. We know we have our spiritual team, ancestors, guides, and angels to support us and keep us from harm. You are always protected, my dearest witch, no matter how scary the world may seem or how many things go bump in the dark night of your soul. Within you is a space that cannot be harmed, penetrated, or shaken. Here you can retreat to heal and find comfort. You need only step through the veil into the arms of those who love and care for you. If you have drawn protection, know that all is well and you are safe. Your spiritual support team will protect you from harm. You are protected from hexes, evil eyes, dangers, psychic attacks. You are even protected from the dangers of your earth-based ego. Know that you can handle anything. When you're feeling unsafe, speak to the powers that be. Ask them to guide you where you do not have eyes and keep you safe when you are in harm's way. They are always walking with you and are ready to provide you with additional support whenever you feel the need to ask. Now, I was holding the deck upside down, so the card came out in reverse. I'm going to read you the reverse meaning because I feel like you should hear it. Be warned, there are influences around you that wish you harm. Take additional steps to protect yourself and call in your spiritual team to provide you with additional cover. Carrying crystals, working protective spells, and hanging up protective charms can send this negative energy back to its origins. Be sure to take the proper steps to protect yourself when working magic. You are opening your sacred container to the world when working your spells, so cherish it. Be very careful in charming. I call it charming. I don't like to say spells, but I know it's two different things. Be very careful in your spell work when charming to protect yourself. I do feel like you could have a negative energy or entity, at least one, hanging around you, just waiting for that opportunity to strike. I don't feel like it was sent. I feel like it's something that kind of just wandered in. right? I don't feel like anyone is purposefully like putting hexes on you or anything. It's just a reminder to call in your spiritual team of ancestors, deceased loved ones, guides, and angels, right? Call them in and have a conversation with them. If you can't hear them, have a one-sided conversation and let them know that you need extra protection this week, because I do feel some psychic attacks coming in from whatever this entity or energy is. All right. Keep yourself guarded. Wear, selenite, black tourmaline, carry it with you. Other, whatever crystal makes you feel safest. I know people like certain crystals are for certain things. I know that, but angel aura quartz, for me, that's my protection crystal. Does it necessarily mean protection? No, but for me, that's what I feel safest with.
Okay, Mike, do you still want to wait about 20 minutes? Well, Mike, let me know, because you're next. If you want to wait, I can make you wait. And then Vixen.
All right.
Okay, you want me to wait then? Okay, wait for Mike. We'll go do Vixen.
All right, Vixen Doe, Dylan Waits, Oracle. Batmom, yeah, you should definitely get some, at least a few little tumbles. They're very inexpensive. Yeah, Blue Crossroads, thank you so much. I accidentally archived them. I didn't mean to. I've just been getting so many emails. Who's leaving? Maybe she was asking if you're Jewish. Yeah, definitely time. I'm getting a selenite cleansing plate. If you guys see on my Facebook, there's a little toad that keeps coming by. Honestly, Batmom, most of my crystals are sent to me from subscribers, like as a thank you or as a payment. Lotus Girl sends me most of my bigger ones, but where you can buy them, where I buy like my inventory right now, comes from a place called East Meets West. They're in a lot of malls all across the country, or you can go to their website. They're fairly expensive though. Honestly, I would just go to Amazon. Amazon's the cheapest. I'm still waiting for the Euperlite. I have a Dragon Septarian stone coming that I forgot about.
Sounds like
he is very cute, isn't he? What'd you say? I'm sorry.
I just asked. That sounds like a nice one. I want to see that one.
Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful.
Dragon stuff is so cool. All that dragon stuff is cool.
A metaphysical shop. Yeah. East Meets West is really expensive. Like they're almost like to the point out of control. Etsy is super expensive. I think, Lotus, you get most of mine on eBay, right? And you can definitely go on Amazon. Just make sure you read like the description to make sure it's a genuine stone and not like sea glass or something manufactured. All right, Vixen Doe.
Pisces. Smoochie, she's a Pisces.
No way. That's why we have so much in common. Shorty, what's your sign? Pisces. Shorty, where your man? Somebody got this a couple weeks ago too. The donkey skin card. Donkey skin. My father had this crazy plan of marrying me. I tried to discourage him by asking for incredible dresses, among which a dress as bright as the sun. As he could provide them, I asked for his magical gold producer, donkey skin. And when he provided it too, I escaped, disguised in the same donkey skin. Eventually, I found a prince. My father married another woman. I could shine again in my beautiful dresses, and everything went well at last. You have run away for too long, hiding yourself from the world, feeling ashamed and lonely, disguised your true feelings, your true face, and your true beauty. Vixen Doe, there is nothing to fear anymore. You don't need to put on an ugly skin anymore. A time of radiance is beginning for you. Dare to show your true colors. Put on your brightest outfit and shine like the sun. Light fits you so well. The start of your journey, right? The start of your journey and being able to be yourself. It's okay to worry about people. What's up, Jeanette girl? It's okay to do things for people. And it's okay to put yourself behind people, like to put people before you sometimes. But when that's something you've been doing your whole life, when you're an earth angel or just simply a giver, okay, now is the time to put yourself first. Don't accept unsolicited advice. It's perfectly okay to say, you know, at the end of the day, I really didn't ask your opinion, you know, or just take the advice with a grain of salt. Like, oh, okay, yeah, I appreciate that, and just move on from it. Don't let anybody, I think we said this last week, you know, don't let anyone talk you out of what you want to do. Don't let anyone guilt or manipulate you into doing something that you don't want to do. It's your time, Vixen Doe, to be wholly and truly yourself. And the universe is giving you abundance. It's giving you the opportunity. It's giving you the blessing. So reach out and take it, okay? Screw what anyone else thinks. It's your time now. You put others first for long enough.
Aunt Edna. Lovely Aunt Edna, you're next.
And I'm going to use the Celtic astrology again. I like the rough cuts too, yeah. But I do buy the polished tumbles. When I send the manifestation sprays, I was sending rough gemstones, but I ran out. I bought them in bulk. Go get it. That's right. Starting to do what I want to do. No more being a caregiver. It's my time. Exactly. Exactly right. All right, and now let's see. Card number 9, Hazel the Knower. Hazel, I think it is actually. Hazel the Knower. Hi. Oh, here we go. Okay. Ah, there he is. Animal ally is the salmon. If you were born during the season of Hazel, you are a highly intelligent lover of lore. Now, guys, this doesn't mean like you have to be born at this time. You may be drawn to the academic world as student or as teacher, but the whole world is your classroom. Your ever-curious mind delights in gathering knowledge. Hazel folk are keepers of information, some as experts in a subject and others who seek from many sources. As a child, your eagerness to learn may have put off those whose minds were less quick. Oh my God, I know the feeling, girl. But what can be annoying in youth is a great boon as we get older. The Hazelborn grow into their wisdom, and life always holds more for them to seek and learn and know. I don't know if you were a teacher or, we're all teachers and we're all students at some point in life, right? Like we all play both roles. But I feel, Anna, like it's your time now to do both. Okay, I'm getting learn, but I also see you pushing that knowledge out. I feel like the problem is it's falling on deaf ears, which is why I'm getting more like you learning. Like, take the knowledge in. Don't worry so much if others are going to be agreeable or follow. I feel like people are lying to you. And I don't know why I'm getting this story in my head, but this is what's coming through the little portal here. That like someone is agreeing with you about something, but it's kind of like an in one ear, out the other type thing. Like they're yesing you to death. They're being a yes man or a yes woman where they're just saying, yeah, okay, yeah. When it comes time for them to act, they're not going to, I don't want you to be disappointed, but they're not actually going to change anything. They're not going to do anything. So I feel like you might as well not waste your breath. Don't give unsolicited advice. And for this week, don't depend on anybody but yourself. Like, if someone says they're going to do something for you this week, don't put too much stock in it. They may come through, but I'm getting a feeling of someone just kind of yesing you to death. And that's when you really have to stand up for yourself and let whoever this is know that that's not acceptable. And you don't do that to people, so you don't expect it to be done to you. All right. I feel like it's really important that you get this off your chest with this person. Okay, that makes more sense now. Thank you. So it's like this person has done this to you so many times, Anna, so you probably know who it is. that they never come through, or they hardly ever come through, and they always fail and disappoint and let down. And I feel like this about this person. You kind of, have an idea or an inkling. I feel like if they haven't already this week, they're going to come and try to change your mind, to weasel themselves back in and make all these promises. You're going to be good for like a week or two, and then it's going to go right back to the same crap. I know who you're talking about. Yeah. Don't trust them.
Okay. Blue Crossroads and Sean.
Hi, Dargo.
Fancy seeing me here. She's got me chained to the desk. I can't, and then after the desk, it's back to the basement. So.
Jessa, hi. You're too much. Blue Crossroads, I'm going to use the Ancestor Spirit Oracle for you.
At least I get my waffle sandwich, I hope.
You can't depend on undependable people. It's such a hard lesson. It's been so hard for me understanding that some people just do not care. Like, it doesn't matter how badly you want them to. If they don't care, they don't.
And they're the ones that disappoint you the hardest too, because you try to have faith in them. You try to give them that chance, and
then it's like, who do you blame, right?
You got to blame both yourself and the other person. You got to blame yourself too, because you allow it.
I feel like I blame myself because of my own expectations.
I do both. I blame them, and then I blame myself.
I love you too, and no, Jessa, you're fine. You're good, honey. If you want a reading, someone asked me if I'm someone else. I'm just Jessa. Stop asking me. I'm sure it was an innocent question. If you're new and you want a reading, just let us know. There are no numbers. All right, Blue Crossroads. Treat your body well. Exercise, meditate, and massage. Nurture your whole self and look after your physical body. People often think they don't have enough time to take care of themselves, but it's about making the time so you have more energy for yourself and for others. Start caring for your body, heart, and mind to avoid tiredness or becoming disconnected from your spirit and energy source. Enjoy a massage, sign up for a yoga class, or add a suitable activity to your weekly or daily routine that will contribute to your wellness. Your muscles will benefit from the exercise, and afterwards your energy will flow better and you will feel re-energized. This card may be a sign for you to learn massage, practice yoga, or engage in a therapeutic activity. As you become healthier and more energized, you will be able to help others by passing on your know-how. If you already teach yoga and provide healing massage to others, this card is a confirmation that you're on the right track. Keep up the good work. I don't think it's healing massage or yoga, but I do feel like you are a teacher. I feel like we know that about you, right? Be careful this week as far as like getting sick. Like, I feel like, hold on, I dropped a card. I feel like you could be getting sick. Ow. Ooh. God, I'm getting old. I pulled a muscle. I feel like you could be getting like some kind of bug, stomach flu or something if you're not careful, possibly food poisoning. So I'd really watch what you eat this week. Blue Crossroads, I feel like this is just telling you to continue to take care of your physical health. And if you have the opportunity to do something like a yoga class or get a massage, by all means, go and do it. Just don't forget, while doing everything for others, to take the time for yourself. Like, don't put off your physical, spiritual, emotional, mental well-being for, to care for others, because at the end of the day, you're going to be that empty glass I always talk about. So this week too, again, I'm seeing food poisoning. So watch what you eat. It doesn't mean you're definitely going to get food poisoning. It just means it's a possibility, right? Oracle is to impel, not compel. So yeah, don't slack on your physical exercise this week. There's a great site called Down Dog for yoga. It's amazing. I've been using it for 2 years. Incredible. Where is, Bat Mom, I love you, honey. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Yeah, Jessa, as long as, that's taking care of yourself. That was Blue Crossroads reading. So when I'm going to do your reading, I'm going to call your name. But if you resonate with other readings, like I always tell people, take the messages that come to you. If that card resonated with you, take it as yours as well. Shauna, I'm going to use the Mythical Goddess. I think I used this on you last week too, but it's just calling out to me for you. So my Shauna, I'm going to send her the first 10 chapters. Let's get Jessa in soon because she's new. Yeah, Jeanette, absolutely. Meditation used to be really hard for me. Now, the only time I really have to do it is at night when I'm sleeping or on Sunday. But I make sure every Sunday I do it. Shauna, you got the card of an Earth card. And you got the card of Nurturance, and it's card number 8. Only kindness matters in the end. Sun in Virgo. The Earth Mama tends her garden with loving attention, skillfully nurturing the flowers in her care. Her responsible stewardship is a labor of love, bringing abundant reward and beauty in return. This sweet image illustrates the ease and joy in nurturing the Earth's creation. Through self-respect and respect of life, it is easy to revere and care for all of life's creatures. Continue to let your heart be filled with love for yourself and others, nurturing your budding creations into beautiful, right manifestations of the world. Shauna, I think you have a garden. This is saying, how therapeutic that can be. Chillin' Charlie, as I told Miss Grey Wolf, if you come...
He's next.
Okay, so Charlie, hang out for a minute.
Hang tight, Charlie, you're next.
Shauna, I feel like just pay extra attention to your garden. I feel like if you're feeling down or like just not really well this week, take a walk in nature, okay? A nature walk is always a great thing to kind of bring us back to reality, to humble us, to make us feel better. For some reason, I'm seeing you crying and like a watering can. Like, if you feel like you need a good cry, go out into your garden and do it. I do feel like there are maybe some little faith folk out there who are going to be helpful. Talk to the trees. It's definitely time, Shauna, for you to get back down to earth, okay? I feel like I'm like hurting in my heart. Like really like sadness, not disappointment, not like actual pain, but like just sadness, like overwhelming sadness. What do I do next? Do a grounding exercise, bare feet in the earth, roots coming out as if you were a tree. Plant yourself literally in your garden. I think your garden's going to be very important to you this week. Spend some time in there. Chillin' Charlie, I'm going to use the Fallen Angel.
He didn't leave, did he? You still here? You better not booked.
Who said you're a bot? I don't get it. What's going on?
Who's a bot? I'm a bot. Don't I look like a bot?
Bot.
Didn't you see my bot dance in the Facebook?
Chillin' Charlie?
Go ahead and read for him. And
yeah, I already pulled his card. So
yeah, go ahead and read for him. And if it says anything in comments, because he sometimes leave, hey, Nightmare. Sometimes he'll read chat, leave a comment. I'll leave a message on where you left. Start.
Okay. It's 8:28 Eastern. All right. Chillin' Charlie, you got Gushion. A major decision presents itself, a fork in the road of your life. In visions, Gushion can take the form of a wolf or a baboon-headed human, which relates him to the Egyptian god Thoth, the emissary of heaven. He is a master of clairvoyance with a clear view of the past, present, and future. He gives wise inspiration to those in doubt, reconciles enemies, and distributes rewards and honors to those who have earned them. His appearance indicates that it is time to put aside uncertainty and take decisive action if you wish to achieve your aims. So you have some goals in mind, Charlie, and I feel like you could be you're becoming kind of jaded about them, like they're not going to ever happen, and like you're confused and like you're in this place where it's like, when are things going to change? Like, when am I going to get what I want? I see everyone around me succeeding, and all I want is this, and it's not coming to me. I feel like you need to put that doubt away and sit and rationally and reasonably think of how you can accomplish this goal, okay? I feel like it's really important that you set small goals, like where do you see yourself in a month? Where do you see yourself in 6 months? Write them down, do a vision board. If you need help with any of that, let me know. Your time to shine is coming. You're still in a dark night of the soul, Charlie, and unfortunately, I don't know how much longer you're going to be there. But this week, if you make a conscious effort to stop feeling sorry for yourself and to really, and that's not an indictment or a judgment, I feel sorry for myself all the time, to really focus on what you want and go out and get it. When there's a will, there's a way, you know, whatever it takes. That should be your mind frame this week. And you can pull off the miraculous if you really put your mind to it. I see the universe just offering you abundance, and you're not seeing it because you're like jaded from the world.
Okay. Jesse. You're a new person. Jesse, I'm not even going to attempt to say the last name.
And we're gonna go down in flames, just like Jesse James. Sorry, I don't know why that popped into my head. All right. Jesse, this is the Oracle of the Divine Circus. Yeah, Andrew, I said it today, didn't I? I hate living in 2022. Like, I was born too late. Born too late. Count those blessings. Absolutely. Feeling sorry for yourself keeps you from living life. Yeah. Secret of Shinobi. Card number 11. All right, Jesse. Yeah, most of us in here, if not all, are definitely old souls. Like, I knew that from like the minute I met you guys. All right, here it is. Shh. Can you keep a secret? It's time to play your cards close to your chest. Soon enough, you'll be ready to stand upon the mountaintop for all to see and hear. For now, let things unfold in the guarded privacy of your inner world. When the time is right to be seen in the light, you'll know what is true and what to do. Until then, be patient, be private, be committed, and wait for the right time to shine. This ninja goddess brings you a message. Sometimes being less visible, less transparent, less seen for a time is helpful. It doesn't mean being dishonest or deceptive, but it does mean keeping your intentions and your truths to yourself until you see the best way to attain your goals. In fact, the best way to attain your goals might be more of the iron fist and the velvet glove approach. You might find that gentle persuasion works far better than direct confrontation, which can unintentionally inflame a situation and trigger defensive reactions in others instead of finding a way to bring resolution. If you've been frustrated that you're not breaking through into a more prominent position or not being seen as clearly as you would like, don't worry. That will pass, and you will be given your time to stand up and be seen at the right time. For now, at least, you can move more freely without obstruction, jealousy, competition, or sabotage if you keep your private affairs very private indeed. Ghost Dragons, thank you. When it is time to show your hand, to reveal your intentions and speak more openly and publicly about what has been gestating, you'll know it. But for now, let things come together away from prying eyes. So, Jesse, what this card is saying is, don't, for this week, okay? Do not tell anyone what you're planning. Don't give away your secrets. Don't talk about your dreams. There's a snake in your grass. I see them clear as day. They're slithering around you, smiling in your face. Like, yeah, Jesse, that's amazing. That's awesome. And behind your back, they're doing everything they can to sabotage you, even if it's just speaking things into the universe. Like, she's never going to make it. That's a stupid dream she has. They're jealous. There is a jealous person buzzing about you. And I think you may have an inkling as to who it is, but you don't know for sure. And like, it's probably someone you don't want to believe is that way. Unfortunately, the cards in the universe do not lie, honey. So, Jesse, do not, for this week, these are weekly readings. So from today until Wednesday, at the very least, and probably for the rest of this month, I would advise do not tell anyone any secrets, or again, any dreams, goals, ambitions. Don't talk about yourself at all. You know what I mean? If someone's trying to pry information out of you, especially, don't have it. I'm not having it. It keeps popping into my head. Okay. Just be like, oh yeah, that's great. Oh, I don't know. I don't know should be your favorite sentence this week. What do you want to do 5 years from now? Oh, I'm not sure. I don't know. What are you thinking of? Where are you thinking of going to dinner tonight? Oh, I'm not sure. I don't know. You know what I mean? Sometimes you have to play the fool to fool the fool that thinks they're fooling you. That's one of my favorite quotes, Miss Marilyn Monroe. And that is you this week. It's not about being quiet. You can talk. Just don't talk about yourself. Don't give yourself away. Because somebody is trying to figure out what your plan is so that they can sabotage it on you. Who's next?
We're going to do UFOologist, and then we're going to do Mike because he's back now. So we're going to do UFO, then Mike, you're next, okay, after UFO.
Ufologist, we're going to do Santa Muerte. Well, I don't know who. I don't know. It's a one card reading. It's not a personal. I mean, it is personal, but I feel like instinctively, if you really think about it, you'll know who it is. I feel like you already have an inkling. I'm getting female energy. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a woman, but it could be a man with a lot of feminine energy. But I do think that it's a woman. Okay, I don't know if there's blood connection, all that stuff, but yeah, I feel like most people know who that person is, that like overly supportive person that just dying to see you fail, that person.
Yeah, usually it is somebody close. And usually sometimes when she says something, you don't think about it, you're kind of wondering who it is. And then later in the night, it will pop.
It'll hit you.
It will hit you.
I feel like deep down you already know who it is. Think on it. Don't stress over it. Just don't tell your secrets this week. All right, ufologist. Card number 1. Pretty cool card, actually. Darkness. The occult center of the creative and inspiring will of the universe that has yet to be created, that is infinite, has no form, and is not differentiated. This card represents what there was before the Big Bang, simultaneously void and full, the end and the beginning, potential and latency. All is concentrated in a single point, waiting to receive the primordial impulse to manifest. For the ascetic or the magus, it represents the highest peak attainable through meditation, a state of total vacuousness, a silence that can make the observer aware of the road to awakening. The advice: take a moment's pause, meditation, or study as you need to understand what form to give your energy and where to apply it. What do you want to do next, right? Where do you want to go in life? Again, I'm going to talk about, just like I did with Charlie, short-term goals, all right? What are you trying to attain in your life? What are you trying to manifest? It's time, again, being a little repetitive, but it's what's coming in, to make a plan, like an actual plan. Like my 5 to 6, maybe 10-year plan is to have a spiritual retreat and a thrift shop. Like that's what I want to do. So I'm planning it out now. My business is the start of moving that. YouTube is the start. My books are that start, right? What is your plan to attain what you want? How are you going to go out there and take it? Because the universe is just waiting for you to come and snatch it. It's being held out to you. But right now it's like a piece of cake at the end of the treadmill hanging on the string, and you're running towards it, but you're just running. And you're not getting the cake, right? You're not getting the abundance. Why? This week, really try to figure out what is blocking you. Is it, not being motivated? Is it shame from the past? Is it that you don't believe you can succeed? Is it something that you think is impossible? Impossible, there's something very interesting about it. If you spell it out, it actually spells I'm possible. So understand that you can achieve anything that you want. Your biggest goal, your greatest success, But you have to think positive. You have to speak positive self-talk, right? Ufologists, there's something that you really want. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? And are you working as hard as you possibly can to make sure you get there? The universe saying that you're not. And again, that is not an indictment or a judgment. The universe is just saying, like, tell us what you want and you can have it. You can literally have anything. I do feel like negative self-talk and negative thoughts of negative thoughts in regards to your success. Self-doubt, a lot of self-doubt, self-consciousness.
Okay, Kyrie's next, but I'm trying to figure what's going on. Not answering, but he deleted UFOs.
What?
2 statements. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here.
What happened?
He's not answering, but he deleted 2 of UFO's comments. Weren't bad at all. I don't know why they did it, because I can see them. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if Kai's still here.
Is the ufologist still here, though? I just read.
Yeah. He's here. He just said, huh? He don't even know what's going on. He didn't even notice he got deleted.
Yeah.
The vote, it's in our chat. It's in our StreamYard chat, but I don't know what's going on, what happened.
I'll take
But
care
he didn't say anything bad. Chat,
I think someone is screwing with us, and I'm not going to allow it. I'm just not putting up with it anymore, okay?
Kai, are you still here? Okay, he's here. What happened?
Sometimes it happens by accident.
Yeah, I know. But he's next, so you can go. He's here, so or he. It's Kai guy.
Howie is male.
Okay, they're next.
I'm gonna use fantasy.
We call it the Ann Palmer syndrome.
Yeah, that is so true.
Bless her heart, love her dearly.
Do you know what I get worried about is that one night where someone came in as Chris.
That
it actually blocked a lot of people that I don't know how to unblock. I lost patrons over that. I lost donations over that. I lost a friend, someone I was really close with over that because I couldn't get her back on the channel. Rose Tyler, I couldn't get her back on. Still to this day, I can't get her back on, and she doesn't speak to me anymore. So when that happens, I always get really nervous that someone came in and said, hey, I'm Cowie, and then decided to do that. So, all right, no problem.
We're all good.
Spot on. Thanks. All right, cool. All right, Cowie, Fantasy Cats. Yes, Mitchie, she took her donation away. She doesn't text me anymore. I think she was like really offended by it. I don't know how to add her back, so I kind of just
watching by some chance it was all an accident. The person that did it was a fake person.
Yeah, no, she knows that, but
okay.
She can't watch the channel anymore because I don't know how to do that. All right,
find out why.
Cowie, you got that would be good. Cowie, you got card number 11, the card of watching. Observe. More information is needed. The situation is unfolding. Allow for time to let things develop. Employ feline alertness to watch and wait for the right moment. Is the ultimate goal worth your effort and focus? Is something bigger and better in store? Widen your view, open the aperture, and allow the unfolding to provide every option. What questions still need to be asked? What information is still required? Do some detective work on your own. Ask allies to gather information for you. This allows you to make your next move with grace and effectiveness. Do not let personal hunger, cravings, and greed move you before the moment is ripe. Rewards are reaped for those with patience. Stay still and observe. Gifts are bestowed on those with perseverance. Cats are the active observers of any situation they are interested in. Become the active observer by allowing full embodiment of the moment. Emotions should slip away. Do not think or calculate. Simply observe. Put desires on the back burner to become a neutral tracker. Then big picture comes into focus and all relevant details will be revealed. Do not take the first offer. I don't know what this is about, Cowie, but there's something coming in that's going to be absolutely fantastic. And it's something that you've been wanting and working towards, but it's going to, for some reason, seem a little off to you. And that's because the universe does not want you to take it, okay? If it seems too good to be true this week, it is. Get rich quick schemes. Don't do anything dangerous. I don't know why that popped in. Like I saw a bungee jump cord snap. Don't go skydiving and crap like that. Cowie, someone isn't telling you the whole truth. Someone got this last week too. I remember saying this to someone. I think it was Anna. Someone is keeping something from you purposely to try to like pull you in. Whereas I think last week it was kind of to try to protect the person. This week, Jessa, thank you. I try my best. I don't have to deal with that many anymore. This week for you though, Cowie, it's like they're doing it on purpose to try to get you to agree to do something or become a part of something that you are really going to regret. Get more information about it. Guaranteed they can't provide you with what they're promising. Okay. Do not take people at face value this week. Don't accept offers, invitations. Sit back, relax, go in with no expectations. Wait at least another week before you make any major decisions.
Okay, we're going to do Mike, then we're going to do Melissa.
Alrighty.
Back in because we called him. And Melissa, you can beat me later. Throw some bacon at my head. I don't care what you do. I deserve it. It's been one of those days.
Mike, I am going to use the Energy and Spirit Oracle. You are so welcome. And yes, please do, Cowie. 3-day weekend. Nice. Jessa, I try to minimize that. The last time I did something like that, someone ended up their abilities activated and like Ghostdragonzw was attacked on screen and it was really bad.
It was crazy.
Sometimes I have to. I made one chick lose 1,800 subscribers overnight. Am I proud of it now? No, but she was going behind my back and telling people that I work for all these horrible, untrue things about me.
He remembers that. My nightmare remembers that.
Yeah, that was bad that night.
Yeah.
Okay, Mike. Mike, what is it going to take to get you on Facebook, bro?
Some people, you had to get.
I know. There's like real reasons some people aren't on. Just email me, hun. GemmaJadeParanormal@gmail.com. Yeah, the tricksters came in. So Mike, you got the card of prosperity, abundance, and success, and it is in the reverse position. This card in the reverse indicates a delay in some hoped for success. Obstacles to prosperity may be popping up, and you may feel like something or someone you value is slipping through your grasp right now. In fact, this may signal a time of reduced circumstances for you. Money, free time, and personal peace may seem really scarce. Okay. But even if you feel you're in a period of lack, be careful not to move into that negative consciousness. No matter how restricted you feel, know that the universe is abundant and great blessings await you. So continue to take action and ask for Spirit's guidance and assistance. Choose to perceive all the value already within your life. Believe in yourself and in your own deserving, and soon the bountiful blossoms of prosperity will be yours. Affirmation: abundant forms of value fill my life. I am attracting increasing prosperity, greater peace of mind, and more joyous times. And this is what, you and I talk about a lot, You have to have that belief and stop beating yourself up for other people's actions and behaviors toward you. If you're truly doing nothing wrong, which I know you're not doing anything wrong, right? Nobody's perfect. I don't mean it like that, but you know what I mean. If you're trying your best to diffuse situations, to calm things down, and to just do you, sometimes people aren't going to like that. Misery really does love company, right? So if you're doing better for yourself and there's a miserable person in your life, then they're not going to like that. They're not going to congratulate your success. They want to see you sitting crying in a corner. They want to see you angry and screaming and storming out of the house. Easier said than done, I know, and you know that I know. But you're blocking your own success and abundance from coming in. And we've worked so hard. So don't let this be a week of lack for you. Go in the mirror and tell yourself how incredible you are and how deserving you are. Go do it. Okay, either right now or right after the stream, and I will text you and make sure you do it. You're worthy, you're incredible, you're grateful. All that other crap you're dealing with, not that it isn't serious, I'm not trying to downplay it. Turn it into background noise. Turn up the volume on you and your abundance and your success and your future, and make the rest of it background noise, dude. It's really hard to do. Nobody can do it 100%, but we can do it enough that it'll positively affect us, and it'll become what we're used to.
Melissa
lied about bacon. Get out. Lied about bacon. Dare you in this chat? Did I tell you guys that the reason I can't fit any like Italian ice and stuff in my freezer is because there's too much bacon in there? Like literally, that's why.
Gemma's a bacon holder.
Yes, that's awesome. Flower Jasper, and I'm waiting on a black tourmaline necklace. Very cool. That's the kind of stuff I'm sending out on my surprise boxes. All kinds of crystals, sage sticks, Palo Santo, incense, resin incense, cone incense, backflow incense, boxes of incense, bags of incense, crystal spheres, crystal tumbles, incense burners. I sent someone a crystal Kanzi lollipop in one of the things. So I'm just shuffling these down here because there's 72 cards and most decks have like 50 or less, and they're really hard for me to shuffle. All right, Melissa, who has the same middle name as me. Batmom, that really depends what you're going through. I always recommend black tourmaline and selenite. Every box or gift that I send out has a piece of selenite and a piece of black tourmaline. Those are my two majors for like peace, spirituality, and definitely banishing the negative out of our energy. Rose quartz, amethyst, really good for that. It really depends what you're trying to manifest. Black tourmaline and selenite, can't go wrong though. Can't go wrong with any of them because you can use any of them to your benefit. Angel or a quartz. All right. Melissa, you got Mother, Regeneration, and it's fire. It's a major arcana. Oh no, it's not. It's not major arcana, my bad. Is it? Hold on. These cards are just a tiny bit confusing as far as finding them. So just bear with me, guys. Please. Here we go. Mother of Fire, and it's Sagittarius. So a lot of Sagittarius, big energy. Temperance. The Mother of Fire is the Kundalini goddess of power, the embodiment of regeneration by fire. She brings the rising Kundalini force that lights up the cells and transmutes the DNA into purified wholeness. Her flame of renewal brings healing in new form on earth. She comes to you at this time of your life when regeneration is needed on your sacred path to wholeness. Open to her restorative fire of primal creation and witness the renewal of your entire being. She will regenerate your vitality and revive your will, returning you to completeness and power. Looking to the universe for that wholeness, Melissa, okay? Believing in yourself. Again, the positive self-talk. Guys, thank you so much. I really do appreciate the compliments. And when you guys say things like that, the support really means a lot. Melissa, I feel like you need some support too. And I feel like you might be becoming jaded. It's good to crack jokes and to be funny and to hang out with your friends like you do with us. But personally, it's like, how are you feeling in your heart right now? You know, are you where you want to be? Are you where you imagined you would be 5 years ago? Right? The universe is really trying to push you to move forward. To get out of whatever rut this is, there is some massive, massive negativity that's just like, I see it. The way they're showing it to me, it's really hard to explain how I see what I see. But I see like you, like your shape, and then just like this negativity bearing down on you, but you don't feel it. You're sideways like this, you're looking up like this, but it's there, but it's like you don't recognize it anymore. You're so used to it, it's like it's become a part of you. I do feel like you're missing soul pieces. I would look into Reiki healing. If that's not really practical, you can do some cord cutting on your own, shadow work. It's about being motivated and interested in yourself and investing in yourself. You can, some people roll their eyes like, yeah, right. Yeah, I'm going to go to a Reiki healer. Like, I have the money for that, or like, I have the time for that. Or I get it, but do a guided meditation then about cord cutting and try to cut some yourself. You are surrounded by negativity and it's becoming a part of your energy. Okay. So do some cleansing, do some clearing, sage yourself if you have to. It's hard to cleanse your house with sage or anything else when there's someone else in it who is not working on themselves, who is not part of your spiritual journey. You and whoever this toxic person is, it doesn't have to be your romantic partner, but whoever it is, you've both learned everything you're going to, okay, from each other. There is nowhere else to go in this situation. So whether it's your boss, your best friend, your sister, your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, it doesn't matter. There is one person in your life who is stopping you completely from spiritual ascension, from transcendence, from peace, from happiness, and from achieving your goal. The universe is asking you, how do you want to handle this? Let us know. Believe in it. Put the work in, and you can have it. Ann Palmer, hi. I understand. I do. More than you know.
Smoochy, smoochy.
Smoochy, smoochy. Smoochy, I'm not going to use the little Sasquatch deck for you this week. I'm going to use the Samhain Oracle. Or as I like to call it, Samhain. Theta Realms channel with headphones. I don't know that channel, but I do listen to theta waves a lot, like when I'm sleeping, guided meditation in the headphones. And it does, I do wake up in a way better place emotionally. When you go to bed crying, those meditations will make you wake up in a whole new level. I also do the timeline jump meditations while I'm sleeping. So you're supposed to wake up in your optimal timeline, but it's up to you what you do with that. If you go right back to the same behaviors and accepting the same behaviors towards yourself, then you just put yourself right back on your not optimal timeline. I've done it like 20 times this month already. Oh, first card, Smoochy. Journey. Card number 24. By the way, I hope you're reading my book. If you guys got my book, you have to let me know what like your top 3 favorite stories are.
All mine.
Email it to me. Huh?
Nothing. I was being smart. I was interrupting you too, so you're giving me that evil look. So sorry.
Daughters of our mothers, walkers of the unknown, take with you on this journey all that you hone. Finding your purpose in life is a lot like waiting for Christmas. You have to walk your path and trust in the gifts that wait for you. All will be revealed when the time is right. If you have drawn the journey card, it's because you need to trust the process. You cannot skip past the lessons, trials, triumphs, or hardships that you face. Each step is an important milestone. It can be hard to see the sun when clouds surround you. But know, dear one, that your journey is as it needs to be. Discovery comes when your back is to the wall and you have to find a way to leap from danger. Failures and mistakes are investments you make in yourself. They cost you now, but will save you more than you can ever imagine over the long journey ahead. Each day holds gifts, lessons, and miracles, so find one life lesson each day. It's about being mindful, focusing on the present. Mindfulness helps you to become aware of these subtle ways Great Spirit speaks to you. If you're looking ahead, you will miss the clues. All right, so don't skip ahead, right? Understand that there's a lesson in literally everything. And we don't, as human beings, like we don't see the world that way. But as spiritual creatures, like we are in this community, we should be. And I feel like opening up to the lessons of life, no expectations, except the only expectation we should have is that life is going to happen as it's supposed to, right? But we can plan ahead, and we can make our futures brighter and our presence happier. Smoochie, I feel like you've been on a really long journey trying to find something, whatever it is, even if it's yourself. There's something that's been missing from your life for a really long time, if not all of it. It's something you think has been missing, right? It could be love, it could be respect, it could be a soulmate connection, it could be a job that you want. There's something missing that you think everyone else has but you, whether you realize it or not, okay? I feel like what the universe is saying to you here, sister, is try to focus and be mindful of the present instead of worrying about the future. Yeah, we should definitely worry about our futures and plan for them. And, we want the best for ourselves. But there's something in the present that you're missing that is really, really going to be amazingly beneficial for you. It's abundance. It's a blessing. And I feel like you're not seeing it that way. And whatever this is something you have to learn in order to continue on the journey. In order to move past this lesson, you have to first learn it. And I feel like there's something happening that you're looking at as, oh, it's just the usual. But really, this time it's not the usual. This time is it. This is where you learn the lesson and move on. And if you don't, you're going to repeat the same patterns over and over. You have the opportunity, not this week, this month, to end a certain cycle in your life and to find that little thing, the big thing, whatever it is that's been missing. And the universe wants you to do just that.
Okay, Laura, she's here. Miss Pixie. Did she leave? Because I haven't seen her for a little bit. Hey, Jules.
I don't see Jules. Hi, Jules.
Yep. Laura, Pixie, you still here, hon?
Lara.
Lara. Miss Pixie.
Did you guys see what I got? 1980s nostalgia retro candy.
Oh, here she is. Okay. Man. I'd hold you for a while.
Yeah. If you guys, like I said, have to leave for any reason, just let us know. I thought they stopped making these.
No. In fact, I had I joked in Facebook about having them rolled up in my sleeve. I actually found a pack, and at the beginning of the concert, I had a pack rolled up in my sleeve.
That's so funny. RJ never saw half this candy. He dug in too. He came up here. I was like, don't touch my candy. He's like, I won't. And then next thing I know, he comes down with a lollipop. I'm like, where did you get that? No, bubble gum. He's like, I didn't want to disturb you. That kid knows how to manipulate me for sure. All right, I'm sorry. Who's next?
Pixie's here, so she's ready.
All right.
I put Grey Wolf on hold in case she comes back. Brent, you're next, so hang tight, bud.
I put it on my Amazon wish list kind of like as a joke, and I forgot to take it off.
I saw it, and I was like, I'm getting her that. I want to buy candy for a while.
Yep.
Now I got to order one. But instead, I ordered me some Miss Cheryl cookies.
Oh, my God. They were so good. The ones you got me on Mother's Day?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. You guys got to see the jewelry box I got, too.
I spoiled her. I shouldn't do it, but I do it.
You totally should. Man, I was going to say, oh, they have nostalgia candy boxes for 1940s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s.
Yes, I was thinking about getting Dad the 30s and 40s one because he'd get a kick out of that. But I have to because he's a diabetic, so I'd have to go one piece at a time.
I would actually love to see the 40s one.
Oh yeah, that one it probably has the clove gum in it. There's actually clove gum.
Yeah.
It's really good for your teeth, and it's kind of good for your health too.
No thanks.
It's rough tasting. Yeah,
Amazon, yeah. Lara, I used Samhain, and you got card number 17. The card of the frog, which I'm very interested to hear since I have that little toad at my door all the time. We did pull it in reverse, though. Ah! The key words are transformation and serenity. May the lily beneath your breasts allow you to drink from its healing waters. Be still, for there is serenity behind the drowning croaks. Fern Gully, what is that? Fern Gully, the last rainforest? I love this background. I have so many. I have a full moon one. I have a UFO one that's like abducting Bigfoot. I just love the fairy lights. So you got it in reverse, but what I do with this particular deck with reverse is I read the entire thing because the reversed is only like 2 sentences. All right, butterflies are often what come to mind when we think of transformation. But let us not forget, frogs are also a symbol of transformation, going from a tadpole that lives in water to a frog that adapts to land and water. For some species, this process takes a couple of weeks. For others, it can take months and even a year to transform from one thing to another. When the frog comes croaking, know that you are transforming or the process will begin soon. This is a positive transformation, not the sort of dramatic transformation one might expect with the Banshee card. This transformation is easygoing, so much so that you may not even know it's happening. It's a subtle shift that occurs in the background until one day you realize things are suddenly different. There is nothing you need to do to move this change along. Like the frog, your higher self will take over and guide you through instinct. You need only pay attention to the urges you feel and follow those urges when they strike. This message is amplified if you pulled the wolf card. Be patient and note that this transformation has come to your awareness. This is not something that can be rushed or forced. Like the frog, this transformation may take days, weeks, maybe even a year or two to transform completely. All unfolds in accordance with your divine destiny. In reverse, the frog advises you to find serenity and peace. Your energy might be scattered, overwhelmed, or feeling drained. You must settle yourself down to allow this transformation to occur, as it will make its way to you soon enough. You do not need to force this change. You merely need to find peace and await it. The universe is bringing you, I believe, something that you've been wanting for a really long time. And it's not an outside thing. Like you've been wanting, a Cadillac Escalade for a while and you're saving up for one. It's not that type of thing. It's a spiritual change and it's extremely significant. With this card in reverse, though, Lara, I do think it's going to take longer, and I do think it's going to be a lot harder for it to come in, because for some reason you have those same blocks up that I was just talking to someone else about. I think Smoochie. Like you have some kind of energy that I don't think you're consciously aware is pushing away major transformation. And I do feel like it's a little bit of fear and apprehension, fear energy. If you can do some more meditation, do some yoga, start focusing inward spiritually on your soul. Maybe do like a cleansing ritual, a ritual bath, a cleansing exercise. You're going to be able to get rid of these energetic attachments and move this abundance in a lot quicker. There is something, I don't feel like it's something though. That's why I'm like a little bit tongue-tied. It's like something you've been trying to achieve. Like a transformation. Like you want to be this type of person, but something or someone keeps pulling you back into the old you, I have that same problem. I want to be kind and generous and helpful, and I want to do everything for everyone. But there's a certain person or maybe certain people that pull Dr. Evil out, and I'm like screaming and throwing things and angry. And then I think, that is not who I am anymore. That is not who I want to be. Why am I allowing this person to affect me this much that they're taking me completely out of myself? And I feel like there's a situation like that you really need to just break away from this person, place, thing, situation, relationship, and move forward with confidence that you're doing the right thing, and then just sit back and await the changes.
Brent, when you're ready.
Brent, is he still here?
Yes, he is. You are still here because I just saw him talking.
Brent, we're going to use the Halloween Oracle.
Yep, there he is. No fair. Now I got to get me some candy out. I got peppermint patties.
Oh, I love those. Lara, please do. I remember 2 years ago, around Halloween time, I was staying at my sister's a lot for the weekend with RJ just to get away. And she always keeps these bowls of candy everywhere.
Oh, jeez.
One day,
Heaven.
within 20 minutes, I must have eaten 16 of the small peppermint patties until she didn't have any more left, because I'm an addict. I have no self-control.
Oh, yeah, you start eating them. But it makes your belly hurt.
Later on that night, she looks at her husband and she's like, Ryan, where did all the peppermint patties go? She's like, I just bought them. I'm like, RJ.
Yeah, that's it. Blame the kid. That's the best way to do it. I blame my kids for everything.
She knew it was me because they were my favorite as a kid too. And RJ's really picky. He won't eat mint chocolate.
Oh, okay.
But I was like, RJ, she's like, don't blame him. She's like, you totally ate all of them. All right, Brent.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No,
I love bottle caps.
Me too.
Man, I love those things.
The only thing that I hate, like I get sick just thinking about them. Circus peanuts.
Oh, I never liked the circus peanuts.
Oh.
Man. Like sponge, and if they get old, they turn green real fast.
I just know when I was really little, I put like a whole bag in my mouth and gagged and then got sick. And now I associate them with that. All right, you got the Skull of Stars, Brent. Infinite possibilities. And Dargo, I'm going to highlight that comment. We'll get back to it.
Thank you. I was going to get that.
Why think so small when galaxies spin within? Realize that you are made of the stuff of stars and infinite possibilities begin. Brent, this skull brings us back to the fact that we are all made of the stuff of stars, yet many of us think so small. We are each born with a blank canvas to paint upon, and we are indeed an open sky of possibility. It is easy to feel small in a world that's so busy, impersonal, and seemingly self-absorbed. We can at times feel lost and unclear about our direction and lose sight of our place in the cosmos. The Skull of Stars reminds us that we are only limited by our own imagination and boundaries. If we can dream it, it's possible. This card indicates that you need to think bigger and more broadly about your future and what you would like to achieve. Perhaps there are false beliefs, often old, that no longer serve you as you grow and change. Sometimes these beliefs may not even be yours. They may have been imparted to you by your parents or the wider community, yet feel rather incongruent to you. You need to endeavor with all of your heart and soul to live the life you want and honor your own wishes and your own truth. Brent, this is a pretty serious card, but it's a really good one. This card is basically saying that it's time for you to go your own way. This doesn't mean you have to leave relationships. What it means, though, is following your inner star, right? Your inner North Star. I feel like there's something that you want to do that you may not have told a lot of people about for fear that they're going to either mock you, reject you, tell you why it's a bad idea. And I feel like deep down, you know it's a bad idea, but the universe is saying it's not. Like, you know it's a bad idea because of something that's a learned behavior from your past. The universe is offering you abundance, and the universe is offering you an opportunity for you to explore this part of yourself. I'm using this as an example. I'm not saying this is what it is, but say, you have a super religious wife And she would freak if she knew you were in here getting an oracle card read. Like, it would be the devil, you would be fighting, she may ask for a divorce. Like, it's that serious. So you kind of creep in here and you don't want anyone to know, and it's your little secret. I feel like there's something that you want that you've kept your little secret for fear of rejection from others, or that people are going to, you know, again, tell you why it's wrong. I feel like you know your own path, Brent, and it's time to stop worrying so much about how others are going to feel about your decisions, even if it affects them. You're wise enough, you're kind enough to make decisions that aren't going to negatively affect people. Follow your intuition and your instinct, okay? Make choices by instinct. Your mind will mess it all up. Your mind will talk you out of or into anything. Follow your gut. What does your gut say? Because your gut is your intuition. That's your guidance. Follow it. Honor it. Dargo said the Fae have been becoming more prominent as of late, or maybe we are finally becoming more aware. I feel like it's a little bit of both. I feel like awareness because of the community, like this community on YouTube especially, like everyone's talking about Glimmerman and Fae and all that. And even my book sales on that particular book have spiked a little bit. I feel like it's kind of like with the Glimmerman. Are we just starting to notice him, or is it just that he's becoming more brazen and bold due to our noticing him? Like, now a lot more people know about the predator entity, so we're on the lookout while they're in the woods. So is that why he had to come right to like the main road to try to lure my son? Because nobody was going deep enough into the woods. He was so unaware he could just snatch. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, the Fae now know we're more aware of them, we're more accepting of them. Are they starting to creep out for whatever reason?
I honestly believe that because it's becoming more and more talked about. These things are starting to realize, hey, now they kind of know about us. Let's start kind of messing with them.
Yeah, and or like, you know, helping. In my book, if you've read it, The Missing the Fae Theory, it talks about how we used to live in complete synchronicity with certain types of Fae. But once we moved past like the peasant days and started becoming more abundant, we just kind of tossed them aside like an old toy or an old rag. And that's what caused this rift between us and the Fae. We violated sacred pacts that were signed a millennia ago in blood. And I say it in my book. Heather, my next book is on shadow people. My fourth book, I just got the go-ahead from my publisher to write about the BEK. And I was thinking about doing a book on the Glimmerman, but I don't know if it's just going to be the Glimmerman. It might be other entities in the woods, like something like that. And then sixth book, because I'm thinking really far ahead right now, is going to be another short story book. That's why I asked you guys.
You still got to write mine too.
Hmm?
You going to still do mine?
Yes. I've got unlimited contract basically right now. I write them, they publish them. But that's why I'm asking you guys to let me know what are your top 3 or top 5 favorite stories. Like, I really would like to know, so that when book 6 or 7 comes out next year or the year after, I know what you guys are looking for. Thank you for confirming this in me, Gemma. I have allowed the universe more freedom to guide me, because when I look back on my life, how blessed and well cared for I've been. You rock. You rock. Thank you. And thanks for coming in.
Okay. Real quick, because Jordan's next. Do you want to take a break and check on your package?
You break first, though, because I don't like when we're both not here.
I know. Well,
go ahead. You go, and then I'll go after you.
If you want to do one of the readings while I'm gone.
Yeah, tell me the next 2 people.
Okay, Jordan and Shelly.
Okay.
And I'll be right back.
Okay. Lickamade and Fun Dip are my absolute favorite candy of all time. And I say that about a lot of candy, but like those are my favorite. Heather, which book? Missing the Fae Theory or the Ghost Stories one? Or the Shadow, I don't know. I just mentioned so many. I did not hear who he said was next. I heard him, but I forgot already. Did you guys hear what he said? I know he said Shelly. I didn't hear what he said before Shelly. Yeah, Blue Crossroads, definitely. The Little People. That's what my grandmother called them. Okay, Jordan. Thank you, Jules. Jordan, I'm also going to use the Halloween Oracle on you, and I hope you're still here. Well, you can get them on Amazon or hit me up and I could send signed copies. It's Jordan and then you, Shelly. Yeah, thanks, guys. I don't know. Like, that's like when Blue Heron and I met for lunch, she had to go see another friend that was in the same area because I was visiting my mom, like further South Jersey. And she was dropping me off at an Irish festival to meet my mother and my son right after lunch. But there was another thing going on for the police athletic league or something that was right down the street. And I had to go up to the cop and get directions. And like, just, I was an addict for how many years? So me and cops don't really, even to this day, even though I'm not doing anything wrong, I still get like queasy around them. I walked up to this cop and asked for directions and he gave them to me. And when I turned around, Blue Heron's like, okay, where do we go? I was like, whenever anyone gives me directions, I'm like, yeah, oh yeah, okay. And then I forget immediately and I have no idea where I'm going again. All right, Jordan, let's do this. I'm really tired today, guys, because normally I get like at least an hour or two nap in. I've been up since like 7 o'clock because I went to the mall. And by the time I got back, thanks to Uber, I just didn't get one. All right, Jordan, you got the card of Night Song. I love this card. Look at how beautiful. A ruby red bird singing in the darkness full of sound, like an unopened present, ribbons still bound. A bird singing at night is an unusual occurrence, and those birds who are known as singers of the darkness are almost always considered sacred or frightening. From the operatic nightingale through to the hooting owl, hearing a bird that you cannot see weaving its magic through the night sky has captivated humans for millennia. In the past, at Halloween time, a night that the veil between the worlds was said to be at its thinnest, those night birds were considered either omens or messengers of the gods. Depending on the culture, their voices were perceived as good luck and a positive validation, or alternatively a warning about continuing on a certain pathway. In some mythology, the night bird was able to direct us toward becoming our talents and true purpose, a kind of guide in the darkness leading us to the dawn. Should this beautiful but shy bird sing to you by appearing during your divination, know that you must unwrap the present of yourself. Look, some of the gifts within you remain unopened. The time has come to step into your true potential and claim all possibilities for yourself. There's no more time to waste and no more excuses. So, Jordan, I feel like there's something that you really want to do, or that you know you have to do. But you just haven't done it. I feel like maybe it's something that, like, something you want to accomplish very badly, or that you know you really should, but you just either don't know how to do it, or you feel like it's going to be like too much effort, like the juice won't be worth the squeeze, as I love to say. What the universe is saying is, you have everything you need already. You don't have to go out and get anything in order to accomplish whatever this is, because everything that you need is inside you. So instead of worrying about how you're going to obtain or achieve this goal, just let the universe guide you. Understand that it's all within yourself. You know, if you can, if you get the time, do some meditation. Listen in your headphones at night while you sleep to sleep meditations. On how maybe try to commune with your higher self. I feel like you have a mission in life, just like we all do, and you have not come near reaching your full potential due to experiences, some beyond your control, some not. It doesn't matter about your past right now, and it really doesn't matter either what you've planned. What matters is living in the present and understanding that every decision you make really affects your future. So are you making decisions that are compatible with where you want to be in a year from now? Or are you just going through the motions and not knowing what's going to happen next year? The universe wants you to start focusing a little bit more on your future by focusing on what you're doing in the present. Shelly, I'm going to use angels and ancestors for you. Then I'm going to check on my package. My hands are small, I know. Not yours, they are my own. What'd you say?
Nothing.
In the end, only kindness matters. Oh, absolutely. And I talk about that at length in my book. They had to have come from somewhere. All right, Miss Shelley. Jordan, you're welcome. You're also welcome. Thank you guys for allowing me to read for you. Medicine Mother, honor your inner knowing. There we go. Take action. Do what you know you need to do, Shelley. Mother always knows best, they say. And guess what? It's true. We all know a maternal figure who's extremely intuitive and insightful, and this medicine mother has gone through many ups and downs. She has lived and she has lost. She knows what it's like to suffer and to want to give up. So the medicine of this card is that it's okay to make mistakes and get it wrong sometimes, and it's okay for things to come to an end. It's not the end of the world. It's just the end of one chapter and the beginning of something new. The medicine mother reminds you that even though you will have low lows, you aren't here to suffer. You're here to be supported and to support others. Let her give you the loving encouragement to take the next step forward. There's an old pattern rising up in you now, and it's time to deal with it and release it for good. You're being encouraged to love and respect yourself enough to take the steps you know you need to take to move closer to where you'd like to be. You already know the answers. You know what you need to do. You may have been using delaying tactics or holding back, but now you're going to be guided to take action. Action requires courage, but your angels and guides are bringing up the courage to move forward, bringing you the courage to move forward. Take just one step. When you do, the next one will be presented to you. Shelley, there's something you know you have to do, but you've been putting it off and procrastinating about it. Again, like I said to someone before, I think it's due to fear. Fear that you don't know what to do. Fear of something you tried to do in the past and failed at, so you're afraid of repeating it. Fear of, the unknown. Whatever it is, there's this pattern in you of ignoring or trying to ignore things until they go away. And the universe is saying, honey, not this time. We have to change these ancestral patterns. That's what we're here for. That's one of the many things we're here for. And the universe is giving you opportunities to do that now. Guilt, shame, fear, regrets, all that stuff belongs to the devil. And we're children of the Creator, so we don't have time for that. Right? Ain't nobody got time for that. Right? The universe is presenting you with a new opportunity this week and going towards the end of the month. I'm so tired. I just all of a sudden got so tired. And the universe wants you to take it, okay? Don't think too much into it. Don't weigh your pros and cons. Just accept it with a grateful yes and know that everything is going to be okay. If you find yourself acting out of character this week, pull it back a little bit, find out where it came from, and try to get rid of that mask. Whatever this mask is, this old personality that keeps showing up, the fearful person, the angry person, whatever it is for you, and try to get rid of them altogether. Say, you are no longer welcome here, or I banish this personality from my being for good, motive B, whatever the case may be. There is a part of you creeping in that you have tried to just ignore. The universe is saying it's time to get rid of it. Let's check and see what BS they're going to pull on me now. Your orders. Ooh, it's here.
Run.
All right, guys. Give me a minute. I will be right back.
Blue Crossroads. Actually, Roger Waters was really good. There was a couple songs I didn't know that were a little mellow. But it was a good concert. He's become more of a human activist now, which I was okay with. He even kind of complained the fact that they raided Trump, which really shocked me, but But it was really good. I was really impressed. He's definitely showing his age. Definitely showing his age. Bless his heart. But he talked to the audience. He was real good. Was real polite. Talking to people. Somebody yelled. He'd make sure he'd answer them back. It was nice. It was really good. I was really shocked because that's the first time I've seen him solo. Yeah, I had a pretty good time. I started having tremors. They had an intermission. I started having tremors right before the intermission, and everybody kind of freaked out for a minute. I was like, "No, I'm okay. I'm okay." But it was really good. I really enjoyed it. I was actually impressed because I was expecting pretty much a political rally, and it was not really that. It was really good. I was really impressed. The visuals were fantastic. What I put on Facebook didn't even do justice to what went down.
All right, guys, I'll be right there.
That's all right. We're having fun without you. Oh man, there's nothing worse than having that many kids in the house. Oof, I've been there. Yeah, actually, Blue, he was really good. He was really polite. He seemed to change his tone a little bit. I mean, he basically told everybody at the beginning to F off if they didn't care about his politics. But then he was like super nice. The stage was it was in the center, as you see in the pictures. He talked to everybody. He was polite. I was really shocked because what I've seen with him and with Pink Floyd over the years, he can cause a problem just by complaining about the stupidest stuff. But he was all right. I mean, there was a couple moments I could have done without, but they were just so small and minute, they just override. I mean, he did like little sections. He actually started the show with Comfortably Numb, which really shocked me. I recorded one whole song. I videotaped one whole song for Gemma's mom to show her mom because she was all freaking out that I was there. I bought her a shirt out of niceness. I guess I was being kind. But I enjoyed it. I really did. He really didn't play. I mean, he played the guitar a couple times and the bass a couple times, but he pretty much just walked around and let the rest of the band do the show. And he just entertained people. He played the piano for a while. I mean, I don't know if I'd go see him again. I mean, the tickets were really steep. Really steep. Yeah, Comfortably Numb and Wish You Were Here. Us and Them, Time, Money, of course, all my favorites. Well, actually, I love all Pink Floyd. It's like I said in my thing, nothing like Pink Floyd in the middle of the week. But, you know, he played a couple of newer stuff or stuff that I've never heard. But I was really...
I got my pretty dress.
Really, I'm talking about Roger Waters of Pink Floyd. He was in town last night. I went and saw him. That's who I was talking about, Shelley. She's back. Everybody run.
I got my pretty dress, guys.
Did you?
I did. I didn't open it yet, though, but I want to show you real quick before we move on. And this oracle just looks really cool. So check it out.
It's a pretty dress.
I'm excited about it.
Okay, Vera, are you here? You're next.
All right. Look at this deck.
Ooh, I like that. Stars. Oh, cool. I like fancy boxes. Vera, you here? Vera Ray? Davy Jones?
Davy Jones did not want a reading. He said he just stopped in to say hi.
Okay, I didn't see that.
Yeah, Edna said all tickets are outrageous now. I remember seeing the Eagles for $7.50.
Yeah. John paid $180 for our seats.
Total or each?
Each. $180 each.
Thank you, guys.
It was crazy. I'm like, I'll never pay that for a ticket ever again.
I've been wanting to
$120 for Pink Floyd, but I was also 3 rows back from the stage.
I've been wanting this deck for a while, but it was just really expensive, and then it went down, like I said, like 51%. Yeah, it was either red or apricot color. All right, Vera is not answering.
Yep, Brent. Okay. Browndorf, you still here, bud? Young man, are you still here? Mac Taylor will be after him if he's not here. I know Mac is here. She's the same birthday as me.
I know. I was going to say your birthday, buddy.
That's 3 people now that I've met that I've had the same birthday as me.
I never meet anybody with the same birthday as me.
Really, it's so weird because she said the same thing. It's like, I'm like, interesting. Because it is, because you don't usually. Heck, one of them lives on my street that I grew up with, had the same birthday as me. And his sister was a year after, the day after, and she was 2 years older than him.
Do you know who has the same birthday as me? The guy from Saved by the Bell, the original.
Yeah, Zach.
Mark Paul Gosselaar, yeah.
Zach.
That's it. I don't know anyone else with a March 1st birthday.
Wow.
Lady in Red.
Okay, I don't think any of these are answering. Brown might have had something to do. Brown, I miss you. If you come back in, yell if you're listening. We'll go ahead and do Mac Taylor. Mac, are you still around, sweetie? I knew she said she was watching TV and she was listening.
All right, let's see. I got the Starseed Oracle ready to go. I've been waiting for these bad boys.
Mac Taylor. I know you're here somewhere.
Is that it? Is that the end of the list?
No, and then you have Salvador, if he's still around. James Weston, I think he left. Sophia is up too. Kaz, I think they left.
People were upset that we weren't here last week at the end, but there was nobody here.
You can't wait till last 15 minutes to show up too sometimes.
Well, yeah, and we could kind of sit and chat, but anytime I have the opportunity to like clean up and get to bed early or work on my book, I take it.
Salvador's here. If you want to go ahead and read for him, and I'm sure
might as well.
Will pop it, and Mac will pop back in. I know she will.
All right, Salvador, let's do Starseed Oracle.
Yeah, and I know you're here. You're on.
Dargo, Jules. Yeah, no, he was just going down like who's the next few.
Yeah.
I got you guys. I got you. Salvatore, you got Cracked Open, Rock Bottom, Surrender to the Alchemy of Life. Don't let the weight and density of the world squash your tender spirit. Instead, let it call even more of it home into your body at the center front of your life. It's through the extreme pressure of life's trials that diamonds are cultivated. It's when things are at their darkest that we cultivate proper faith and our light is ignited. It's through the crumbling that we can allow our wounds to be alchemized. Let your pain, sorrow, and losses make you, not break you. Let life alchemize your tragedies into gold. Be open to being cracked open, wide open. It's the difficult times that help us grow in leaps and bounds and in ways we can only dream were possible. But first, they have to crack us open. Sometimes it hurts like hell. It's nature's way. Whether you let it happen or not, it's going to happen. So surrender to the process. It's how the light gets in. When your heart cracks open, a space is created for your soul to more fully enter. When your soul cracks open, a space is created for the grace of the Holy Spirit to enter. Let your trials, your sorrows, your pains, and your losses transform you into more and more of yourself. Stay open to the possibility that your tragedies, your losses, your sorrows, and your hurt happened for you and not to you. Bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open because the world needs you open. Surrender to the alchemy of life. Starseed Soul Inquiry. How can you let life crack you open? So this card is actually really awesome because what it's saying is you may be feeling broken. Something is going on that's making you feel very lost. And if it's not happening yet, it's going to start this week coming in. But I feel like you've been through things like this before. We all have. And it's time to change your view a little bit on things. Like, again, nothing's happening to you. It's all happening for you. Even losses as great as deaths. They change us and transform us in a way, right? Whether we understand that way right away or not. I feel like you should open your mind and whatever is causing you or is going to be causing you this tremendous, tremendous pain or this like, oh, here we go again type BS deal. really try to sit back. Even if you meditate, try to commune with your guides, go for a walk in nature. However, go for a walk on the beach. However you connect with spirit or source, and try to understand the lesson, because until we understand the lesson, we are bound to continuously repeat the same patterns, not only in this life, but in our next lives too. Like, we have to break generational patterns of ourselves, Salvatore. So maybe try to look at situations differently, painful situations that you don't know how, like, you're going to make it through sometimes. I'm talking about some really deep stuff. The universe is saying to call on it, to try to commune with your guides, to try to talk to your higher self.
You ready? Mac Taylor, she's here.
Mac, I'm going to use the Lantern Oracle. I used to play that song and think of my ex, Jeff, my son Damien's father. And then when he died in January, like, that song was on repeat. That song, Breathe In by Ariana Grande and Who Knew by Pink. That music video, like, is us. And I would just freak out. So I stopped listening to those 3 songs.
Sometimes you have to do that.
For now.
Yeah, and then you can go back. You know.
You're very welcome. Thank you. All right, Miss Mac. Radical curiosity. Hi, Tiffany. Yay! Card number 2. My ex-husband is a Kyle. All right. The maiden sees with wonderment the mystery and majesty of nature, enthrall her and inspire the music she creates. Her presence reminds us to resume looking at the ever-changing world with the openness of a child. For the world's beauty and enchantment can be seen at every age, if and when we remember to access our inner magical and childlike perspectives. The maiden is alive with the potent energy of raw inspiration. She reminds us of what it feels like to be radically curious about where an idea might lead. She experiences the world as a globe of magical unknowns to be explored. Curiosity runs through her veins as limitless energy. She creates her music from one inspiring idea to the next. She cannot anticipate the outcome of any tune she is exploring how to create, nor does she necessarily have the self-discipline or regard for any elder's question or advice on what is and what is not possible. The maiden's curiosity is wild and radical. She accepts and understands no limitation, nor does she refrain from venturing into the vast landscape of her own imagination. She is without presumption, judgment, anticipation, or a need of validation for her creation. Therefore, she fears no disappointment, rejection, or failure. Naivety frees her to boldly follow what she is inspired to express and immerse herself in the joy of expressing it. The maiden reminds you that you always have the power to change a routine that stifles your ability to see life with the excitement, possibility, and magic of a child. She encourages the reawakening of your innate radical curiosity and openness. May you enjoy a return to your fresh and unique perspective. May you also allow yourself to express what inspires you creatively. Radical curiosity is the maiden's alchemy and yours too. Maiden's message, radical curiosity inspires creativity. Mac, I feel like you're feeling stuck, stagnant. Yes, Moochie, I did. A pile of, well, that too, honey, indeed. What is going on with my Skittles? They're all stuck together.
Well, if they're stuck together, they're not Skittles, because Skittles skittle.
Yummy. I feel like you're really stuck and stifled in a certain situation. It's not that you're afraid to move forward. It's that I feel like you don't know how, or you don't know if you're supposed to. Like, there's got to be more to life than feeling this way. But is there? Right? If you've only known rejection, loss, pain, fear, tragedy, whatever it may be that's got you feeling this way, then you might feel like that's all there is. Like, this is life. The universe, the message the universe is bringing to you with this card, Mac, is that doesn't have to be it. That's not what life is supposed to be about. Take the time to laugh, dance, and play, and to actively be consciously aware of your energetic vibration every day. Check in with it. Why did I just react that way? Why did I just say that? Where did that emotion come from? Start to really pick it apart, your energetic, emotional vibration. When you start to do that, you become so used to it, to doing it, that you can change patterns of behavior that way. So if you find yourself, just for example, miserable all the time and nothing really makes you happy, but you're trying to put a smile on and a brave face and get through life, just say for your kids, right? I'm not saying you have kids or this is, I'm just using it as an example. But you have to get up out of bed every morning to go to work and you have to take care of your kids at night. So you have to get through the day. Instead of just pushing yourself and like bombarding through the day, right? I don't know what bombarding is, but blazing through the day, I should say. Stop and think about why you are feeling, reacting, whatever, the way that you are. And I guarantee you that if you can do this for a week straight every day, check in with your emotions and in your vibration 4 or 5 times a day. If you can do it for a week straight, it will become a habit and you will start changing those reactions, actively and consciously changing them until you change yourself. And then that's just how you behave now. I've done it with a few things. I'm working on it with others. It is possible to do. And you will see that you do not have to stay stuck in this stagnant behavior or energy for any reason at all.
Ready? Sorry. Crazy text. Sophia. You're almost done.
Okay, I'm good. I just got a little tired because usually, I have Red Bull.
I know.
And I'm
you're out and you didn't tell me.
I'm usually on like my 4th one. No, like my 2nd one by now. I only had 1 left. I've been out of those because they were the smaller ones. I was drinking 2, 3.
Oh, that's right. I don't know why I asked for 12. And they sent those.
I appreciate it.
Wonder why they were on sale.
We go back to peach.
You're going to go. Giles says that's his favorite too.
Well, my favorite is freaking kiwi apple.
Yeah.
But peach nectarine is definitely the best one.
I keep looking around for it here. Just to see if I can find a case here for you. Giles says, good luck. That stuff is like gold.
It is. That's why the post office stole it twice. Did you ever look into that? What word?
I was just going to ask.
All right, Sophia, let's do this. Earth. This card. Look what it is, guys. What do I always say? I see the marionette.
Marionette.
It's the card of manipulation. Taurus. The orange ones keep falling. Oh, no. Sophia. A woman's hand manipulates a puppet from above, keeping it dangling from her strings. The puppet is oblivious to being controlled and seemingly has no choice but to move without grace, joy, or vitality. She does not see the light from above, the true guidance always available to her. This pitiful puppet is in your cards to show that you are being manipulated or are manipulating others. The need to control or be controlled comes from the lack of faith in life's process. Self-worth and identity issues are at the root of this. You are sacred. Have you been seduced by what is beneath you, feeling you must manipulate others to get what you want? Now is the time to release the chaotic death grip. Remember who you are and let spirit take the reins of your life. I don't feel like you're doing the manipulating. I do feel like you're being manipulated, very much so. Because I've said this to you before. There's someone who's simply not telling you the truth. Do I feel like they're using you? No. Yes and no. I don't think you want to see this. I feel like you know who it is. I feel like you do see it. But I feel like you just spend your time hoping that you're wrong, Sophia, and you're not. The person's manipulating you. They're using you for narcissistic supply. And you're not the only one they're doing it to, for sure. I can't say for sure if this is a man or a woman, you know. I don't. This looks weird. It looks weird.
Don't even look healthy.
It's
Must
like
have melted in the box. Yeah, it looked like it melted in the box.
Hopefully it's not mold. No, I don't. I think this person's just doing it for supply. It's not like they're really getting anything physical from you, like money or anything like that. They're doing it because they can. Whether you think they feel that for you or not, whether you think they're your friend or not, your lover or not, your soulmate or not, they know what they're doing. And they're continuing to do it despite how you feel about them. That should tell you a lot about this person. This person's a messed up person. Anyone who would do this to someone needs help, okay? So, Sophia, I want you to try to really think about who this could be. I'm sorry, guys, about the candy. You're going to know deep down who this is, okay? And it's time for you to finally put a stop to it. Okay, the universe opens up to you and offers you abundance, and this person pulls you back away from it to keep you in their fold, to keep you as, you know, either their second choice romantic partner or their second choice for, you know, the job opportunity or whatever it may be. And you're nobody's second choice, okay? You're the universe's first choice. I feel like you need to get away from this person, break the shackles, cut the marionette lines, okay? Because you're just a puppet on a string for this person. They are not looking to change. They're not like, you know, no matter what they're telling you. And I feel like this is such amazing manipulation by this person that they've got you hooked. And I'm not saying it's a romantic relationship. It could be, like I said, job related. It could be a family member who just has you like doing their bidding all the time. But somebody here is really not trustworthy, really unfaithful, really a liar, and really cannot be trusted. And you need to cut them out of your life, like for good. No second chances. Boy, bye. Or girl, bye. Good night, Salvatore. Thank you so much for coming in and for allowing me to read for you. Who's next?
Oh, Dargo.
Dargo, I'm going to use the Starseed.
Sorry, I got lost.
Oh, okay. Good night, Blue Crossroads. Good night, Shauna. Love you guys. Good luck.
Guys.
I'm here if you need me.
Good. He played Shine On You Crazy Diamond. It was crazy. It was long. Forever song.
All right, Mr. Dargo.
Dargo to go.
You gotta love Dargo. My buddy. My buddy. My buddy. Wherever I go, he goes. My buddy. 50 Cent singing about his song. His gun, I mean. Singing a song about his gun. My buddy. All right, Dargo, you got the Seas of Mintaka. Seeing potential and bringing unconsciousness to the light. Oh, I can't wait to do my reading with this when we're done here. Mintaka is thought to have been a water-based planet containing the most crystal clear waters you could ever imagine. So clear that you could see for miles and miles underwater. Can you guys see the card? I'm sorry, they're so light and my light is so
They
light.
are very light. Yeah. That just made it worse. That's too close. There you go. It's a little better.
It's just the ocean, but it's not showing up. So I'm sorry, guys. There you go. The Seas of Mintaka card represents this crystalline clarity of potential and possibility. It's about the ability and choice to see the potential in all people and situations. This could be one of your natural traits, or it could be a sign that what you're currently doing has great potential. Mintakans are thought to have been a galactic race who saw the light in everything and in everyone. You may have received this card as confirmation that a situation or project has extreme potential and will reach fruition. If it appears in a spread, it's a very uplifting, light-filled card that brings great harmony, contentment, and positive outcomes. According to Carl Jung, that which we do not bring to consciousness appears in our life as fate. When water appears in dreams and art, it often represents the unconscious mind. Pulling this card also means you may be called to bring to light any unconscious patterns of which you're unaware. So look at them and see them clearly and consciously so that they don't appear in your life as fate. What unconscious patterns or behaviors are ready to be brought to light this day? Brought to the light of day, sorry. Starseed Soul Inquiry. How can you see the potential in a situation you're facing? What unconscious patterns are you being called to bring to light? So you're doing something or you are about to be offered. I think it's something that you're about to be offered, but I do think it's something you've been expecting, right? So say you put in 20 job applications, but the one job you really, really wanted called you for a second interview and you're like, I know I'm going to get it. And then you get it and you're just on the right path. There is something coming in for you that is amazing blessing. It's amazing abundant, but you may not see it because you're looking for like the next thing. You don't realize that this is right in front of you, right? You don't realize how beneficial this project or this person will be to your life and to your ascension and to your transformation, right? Dargo, this card is making me just feel happy, right? It's going to be by the end of this week crystal clear what you have to do to get what you've been wishing for, hoping for. All right. Whatever it is, that one thing is going to come in for you, and it's going to be crystal clear how to make it your reality. The offer is coming in. If not this week, by the end of the month, you are going to be offered something that you've really wanted for a really long time. Make sure you're paying attention and looking out for it, though, because I feel like you can miss it in focusing on like the second best thing that you've been wanting because you think the first best thing is like too high for you to attain or reach. Pay attention to your dreams. Again, crystal clear clarity in your dreams. If you keep a dream journal, get up, write it down immediately. Don't read it right away. Wait a week or two of doing this once a day. The minute you wake up, even if you only are thinking of 2 words, write it down. By the end of the week or 2 weeks, read it. It should make sense and all flow together. Sophia, I'm sorry if your reading was a little repetitive, but I was eating candy and the message was coming in very weird. Like fuzzy, which normally doesn't happen. But when it does, it's kind of like, it happens like twice a year. And when that happens, it's the universe telling me that it's up to me if I want to give the message. Like when the message comes through, I have to give it. Like that's the message. But when it comes in like really fuzzy and a little unclear, it's like the universe is like, well, you know, you could, or maybe you shouldn't give this message. Maybe she's not ready yet for the message, but your guide said to go ahead with it. So Dargo, yes, you're focusing on what you believe you can accomplish and what you've been working hard toward. But the universe is saying, this is what you believe you can accomplish. And you've been working really hard towards this goal. But this is everything you've ever wanted. This might be blocking your view of this. Pay attention to the periphery. Next. Dargo, that's what, I'm sorry, Stephen. Dargo, what I do with that, because I have really hard time with it too, you could burn some mugwort before bed, or if you don't have access to that, what you can do, like when you wake up, write down the first thing that comes to your mind, even if it's not a recall of the dream, even if it's 2 words. I usually write down between 2 and 10 words. Usually it ends up being 5 or 6 words. And then I just put it away, and 2 weeks later I come back and read all those words, and they always go together. Hey, Ralph. Mike, have a really good night. Remember to stay positive and stay focused on what you are trying to accomplish in your life. No expectations, no hard feelings. Message me tomorrow. That's my serious face that I give RJ when I mean business. Who's next?
Heather, Nikki.
Heather, I am going to use the Celtic Astrology deck. That's my other new deck. Card number 13, the card of the Falcon. Oops, I did it again. Played with your heart. Got lost in the game. Oh, baby, baby. Oops, you think I'm in love. Oh, Joshua, thank you. Dargo, you're so welcome. And Heather, let's get to it. Plant Ally Elder, Season Winter. Celtic Festival, Yule or Winter Solstice. Keywords, focused, visionary, elevated. Those born in the sign of the Falcon have a strong ability to focus, clarify, and follow through with their intentions. Falcon folk hear a higher calling and rise above trivial troubles to see the big picture. From this perspective, their legendary sharp vision hones in on their prey. The Falcon-born know what they want and how to get it, but they keep an open mind. If circumstances are not favorable, the Falcon flies on toward the horizon. Falcon and Elder together exalt the qualities of aspiration, vision, and expansion. The shadow they cast may take the form of impulsiveness, detachment, or carelessness. So while you may have acted impulsively, been detached, and or careless, I feel like right now, though, you've come out of that. But I feel like there's someone that's still holding you to that, and you have to move on from your old self. But everyone else does too. And if they're not willing to forgive and forget or live and let live, Heather, then it's time for you to fly on towards the horizon. I feel like somebody may be holding something over your head. Like when you were 10 years old, you borrowed $1 from me and never paid me back. So now you have to lend me 100. Like something like that. Like something that you did so long ago when you weren't even the you that you are today. And they're just not willing to let it go. I feel like you have to rise above not just this, but things like this kind of adversity where people aren't understanding who you are now or that you've changed because they haven't. A lot of people don't see change when it happens because they themselves don't change. Like if you spoke to RJ's dad, to Ray, he would tell you that aside from getting off the drugs, I've changed in such a negative way. I've done nothing but better myself. But because he has to now be accountable for his shortcomings, because I am, so I expect him to be, he sees it as a negative. Does that make sense? And I feel like there's people in your life who just don't want to let things go and give you that control over yourself. I do feel a lot of toxic people circling you right now, like vultures. I'm getting vulture, not falcon, vulture. So, Heather, the universe is challenging you this week to put up boundaries, stick to them. No more people pleasing, okay? The person you're going to start pleasing is yourself, okay? What do you want? What do you feel? What are you willing to accept? No more being quiet about something just to kind of keep things on an even keel, right? Speak up and speak out and be open about what you want and how you expect to be treated. And if people can't deal with that, then maybe it's time to move on from them and go towards the horizon, okay? Because you're on to bigger and better things. And a lot of people are not going to understand that. You have outgrown certain people, places, and things, and they're kind of just hangers on now. It's time to move forward from it.
Ann Palmer.
She said, oh my God, that speaks to me. Ann Palmer, Mythical Goddess. I just love this deck. I can't get enough of it. Lara, thank you so much for this. I'm glad it speaks to you. And I feel like it's just time for you to move on, hun. You know, you don't need toxic people who are never going to let you live it down. You know, we live and we learn, you know, and if you're not learning, then you're really not living. That's not much of a life to not learn anything, you know, especially about yourself. I've learned some pretty horrible things about myself that I actively work to change, you know, and it's okay that we've done terrible things that we regret, but no more shame. And don't let anyone make you feel like, you know, that you have to be held accountable for something you did 10 years ago, as long as you've apologized for it once. Ann Palmer, you got C's, so we're dealing with emotions here for sure. Could be dealing with a Cancer energy, and it's card number 4, the card of desire. Yeah, when I first got it, I'm like, okay, I collect tarot cards too. I could just keep this, you know, until I do a tarot reading, because I do them privately sometimes, but like not for pay and only with people I'm close to, because I have a hard time remembering. I'm so used to doing intuitive. But the one day I was like, you know what, I'm going to give myself a tarot reading. And I pulled these out and I'm like, wait a minute, they're tarot, but they read like Oracle. I just love them. I use them all the time. Yes. And Edna, yes. Forgive yourself. And if you've already forgiven yourself, nobody else has the right to not forgive you. And if they don't, actually, they do have, you know what? If they don't want to forgive you, that is their right. But you have the right to be like, okay, then, you know, there's nothing else you can do. You don't spend your life trying to make up for something you did. You spend your life trying to learn and move through your life to better yourself spiritually, mentally, physically, not to keep trying to prove to people that, you know, you're sorry. Screw them. Seriously, screw them. That card hit me pretty hard. Okay. So you got the 4 of C's, and it is the card of desire, Anne. Lara, I can't wait for you to get that box. I'm so excited. And this sensuous woman knows her desires and how to bring them to her. Her full emotions are in concert with the changes of the moon, comfortable in her being with the ebb and flow of life. And this card is the moon in Cancer, sorry. She encourages you to trust your heart's desire and to receive the pearl of wisdom that's hidden there. This is the time to draw to you what you truly desire, to own your power and receive your ultimate fulfillment. Know that your heart's longing is yours for the asking, and that the intensity of your desire will bring it to you. So, and I feel like you are looking for answers to something that you already know the answer to, but you don't want to accept it for whatever reason. I feel like you can get what you want or who you want, whatever you're working for and striving for in life. You know, for me, that's my beach house and open a spiritual retreat / thrift shop, right? It sounds weird, but that's my dream. Whatever it is, or who, if it's a someone, right? You can have it. You know deep down inside what you have to do to go get it, and you have to rely on the universe and trust in the universe. But I feel like with the moon in Cancer here, it's like you're going back and forth as to whether or not this is what you really want, or this is who you really want. Look deep within your heart. This week, it's not a time for overthinking or thinking things through. It's a time for feeling through things, okay? What does your heart really want? Whatever it is, put it out there in the universe that it's already yours, and keep manifesting like that until it comes to you. Actually, I'm so sorry. the card itself is a moon in Cancer. So you could be dealing with a Cancer, but what it actually means is that's your energy, the moon in Cancer energy, the back and forth, the moodiness, the do I want this, should I stay or should I go? That's actually your energy, honey. Still on fire, burning hot, I'm on fire. Hate it or love it, the underdog's on top. And I'm going to shine, homie, until my heart stop. Go ahead and envy me. I'm Rap's MVP, and I ain't going nowhere, so you can get to know me. Ghostdragon's like, yeah, okay.
Killing it. I said killing it. I'm
Who's
just,
next?
of course, it's going again. Jules.
Jules, Seasons of the Witch. The Nuit Oracle. Yeah, man, I can go all 4 hours and still have an absolute blast. I'm a little tired tonight, but you know what I noticed, though? It takes me about an hour to get like fired up, like to get really, really connected, because I do try to have time beforehand to do it, more than a little 10-minute opening. I try to do it like an hour beforehand, but with RJ here, I can't, and I'm never given the respect of enough time.
I try, but I've been late myself last week.
Not you.
Well, I try to come in early so I can play with him and keep him busy.
I didn't mean you by that. Trust me.
But
Today, RJ wanted to show Ghost Dragons how he danced, so I turned the computer, and I was just over in the corner putting my hair up, and RJ was dancing, and like I feel like, and Bray's probably listening. I don't really care. I feel like he got like mad or something. Like, didn't he come in looking a little mad? Honestly, he did. He came in looking angry.
I was just watching RJ, man.
RJ was getting down.
He was singing to me last week, so he gets my attention.
But it's not like I was dancing. He made it like I was like twerking in front of you or something. I was putting my hair up in a ponytail.
You were getting ready.
Like, I don't know. I just feel like
I'm just a simple man.
Ew. My mama told me. I'm sorry. Who is this? Jules.
Jules. You almost had me screwed up.
When I was young, come sit beside me, my only son. Jules, you got the card of Rebirth, card number 31 in the reversed. Jules, you too. You've got a box coming. I can't wait. I can't wait. Keywords: awakening, resurrection. There's death in all that awakens, for it isn't blissful nor painless. It's a mighty rising, O flame resurrected. Rebirth represents an awakening after a difficult period. We all must face our storms, but know the storm will pass. Eventually, you will find clear skies and feel the warm sun on your face again. Rebirth is the process of unfolding yourself after a storm. It's when your spirit has a chance to take a deep breath and stretch. It is about rediscovery. All that troubled you has burned away, and now you can face a new life that is waiting to bless you with new adventures. You have pulled Rebirth because you are on the cusp of a transformation. You've weathered the storm, and you are being given another chance at accomplishing your heart's desires. A blank canvas. What will you create with it? If you felt withdrawn, hidden, or shut off, now is the time to emerge back into the world. Your healing is done, and you must begin the process of starting anew. Don't hide your light. Don't be afraid to let yourself be seen. Your lessons have given you experience that can help you contribute something positive and beautiful to the collective consciousness. Trust that all is safe and well. Reversed. When Rebirth is in reverse, it is a reminder that transformation is neither painless nor easy. One must die before a resurrection can occur. One must leave behind their former self as the sacrifice for something better, more divine. This card reminds you that you have to be willing to change who you are if your goal is to improve the life you have. Challenges are a part of growth that cannot be avoided. It is a necessary transition. It is a necessary transition that serves not only your highest good, but all of the collective. So I feel like, Jules, you're probably getting sick of waiting, right? You feel like you've made changes. You feel like you've put in a lot of the work. You feel like you've felt a lot of the pain. You've gone through the tornado or the hurricane or the earthquake or all three with a volcano on top and a train wreck, right? Sorry. And it's like, now you're like, okay, transformation. Yes, come on, come on, come on. Enough is enough. But the universe is like, whoa, you still have a long way to go, a lot more pain to go through. Isn't that great? I feel like this week is going to be the start of your recognizing that you do still have a long way to go, but that's not necessarily a bad thing, because if you utilize the lessons that you've learned through all of that pain and garbage BS that I was just talking to you about, you can bring on this transformation a lot faster. Being mindful of your emotional vibration daily, multiple times a day, being able to forgive sincerely, being able to accept forgiveness, understanding that major changes need to be made. And it's not just surface changes. Like, it's easy to change for a day, but it's even harder to completely change a habit, a hurt, a hang up, something that we're so used to. We condition our minds the same way. We wake up in the morning, we pour a cup of coffee, we light a cigarette or we vape, just say, and then we go for a run, right? That's been our routine every day for 5 years. Every day, rain, snow, sleet, hail, shine, whatever. That's our routine. Our minds do the same thing. We train and program them to react a certain way to certain things and certain people. We have to deprogram ourselves. And I think that's what this card is saying to you. The rebirth is yours, but you have to make the necessary changes, and not just on the surface. The universe expects a lot more from you because you're an old soul and because you're here on a mission for the collective. Not just, most people are here to transcend themselves. A lot of us in this community, the empaths, the earth angels, the star seeds, whatever, the hybrids, we're all here for something, for the collective consciousness, the collective. And that's really hard to remember when your heart is broken, or when you're overwhelmed and don't even want to live, things like that. But the problem is, we must always remember that, because that's what's going to help get us through. And that's, I don't know, like, that's the message. All of that just came through me for you, Jules. I'm used to paying, bring it on, willing to what it takes. I'm used to paying, bring it on, willing to do what it takes to have a beautiful mind, beautiful heart, and beautiful soul in this incredible life and universe. You're on the right path. I think you have a beautiful everything. I think you're a beautiful person. You have a beautiful light. But there's just something that the universe is waiting for from you. And only you'll know what that is. Hi, Cisco. Pain. I thought so. Once I read it out loud, I was like, Well, we usually go to like 11:15 unless I run out of people to read for, and then I take the opportunity to write. It takes me about 45 minutes to put all my decks and everything away, because still don't have my own office. It's only been like 17 months I've been asking for one. I mean, it would only take a couple hours to clean that room out. Whatever. Anyway.
Tiffany, if she's still here, I haven't seen her. She was talking, and then I didn't see her anymore. Tiffany, if you're still here, say something so I know.
Cisco, don't worry. Almost doesn't count. You're here, boo.
Tiff, you here? Yep, there she is.
Almost made you love me.
Hi, Ari. If I said that right.
Now I have that song in my head. Almost made you love me. Almost made you cry.
It's all you, Tiff. It's coming up.
Is it Ari or Ari?
Ari or Ari? Yeah.
Because her name is Ari. Yeah, you can have a reading, tip or no tip, though I do prefer donation because this is my job. But sometimes people don't have it, and that's okay. You'll be on the list probably coming up soon. And since you're new,
because we're almost done.
Okay, so
we're almost to an end.
No worries. All you need to do in here to get a reading is just come in, and if you're new, just say you want one, or come in and say hi, because the minute you come in, you're put on the list. And if you don't want one, then you just pass when we call you. I do this once a week so that people who can't afford the personals or who don't, want to get personals right now can get some messages from their guides. All right, who is this? I'm sorry.
Tiffany.
I'm using the Victoria Francis Gothic Oracle. Oh, no worry, Tiffany, don't worry about it. As long as your name's on the list by 10:30, you're good to go, and that's Eastern. All right, so you got card number 4. Amaranth Longing, Martyrdom, Regrets, and Past Mistakes. You may feel after a long personal journey that you have had to make sacrifices in order to change things. Although your journey has been long and at times difficult, life often works out for the best, even though you may be questioning the motives of others and if this has all been in vain. There's a sense that you may be feeling unfocused, lost, unloved, and uncertain of which path you should now take. The stability of what you once were familiar with will now change, and although you may feel fearful of the changes ahead, moving forward can only be a good thing. This is a time of no regrets, as looking back serves no purpose. Use the negative aspects of past experience as your greatest lessons and gain strength from this. It is said life never throws us more than we can handle. This is your time to show the world what you are truly made of. Tiffany, it is time to, just like the card said, utilize what you've learned from your mistakes. It's time to start putting these lessons into action, okay? What this does is proves to the universe, shows the universe that you've sincerely learned the lessons, you understand the changes you had to make, you made them, and you're ready for the next phase of your journey, okay? We go through it in phases, right? In our life, we have ups, we have downs, goods, bads, sometimes a day at a time, a second at a time, we have to take it. I feel like there could be this feeling inside of you either now or coming in this week of like all is lost, right? You lost something or someone. Even if that something was like the part of you that's motivated, the part of you that feels good, that believes in something. I am getting a little bit of a like, woe is me, like, why does this have to keep happening to me type vibe. But I feel like the universe is saying, like, it's a cliche, but you're so strong. You can get through this too. Stop listening so much to what other people say and start paying more attention to what the universe is telling you. If you can't hear it audibly, you will feel it. You'll be guided. You'll be pulled in a certain direction. Whether you go along with that pull or not, that's completely up to you. But if you turn your back on the universe, you're going to have even more lessons to learn. So when you're unsure of something, but you feel your heart or your gut tugging you in one direction, even if your mind is saying, no, go the other way, you should probably go with your intuition, with your instinct, because that's the universal part of you that remembers your soul contract and where you should be going. And it's also your angels and guides guiding you, your spiritual team up there, your ancestors too. Don't dwell. Things are working out in the background, okay? The universe has abundance and blessing, to no end for you, but you're not going to see it all until it's there. And right now it's being hidden from you because you're being tested to see if you've actually learned from past mistakes and experiences, or if you're just going to keep repeating the same patterns.
Ralph,
Starseed. Because her name is Ari, and I'm so good with that. She taught me love. She taught me patience. Now she handles things. That chick's amazing. I've loved and I've lost. That's not what I see. Thank you. Next, I'm so effing grateful for my ex. I know, I can't sing, but what do you want from me, okay? I can sing, like, when I can really belt it out, but, like, singing, like...
She's a ham, believe me.
Yeah, but I want to be able to... Bah! Gotta love Enjoy. Absolutely. 99-cent mods. What? All right. Ralph, Lost Lands, Soul Memories, and Gifts. You've done this before. Qrst. Oh, lost. L. I'm looking in. Oh my God. Leon away. The world is far more ancient than our documented history suggests. As souls, many of us have experienced ancient eras on this planet that were much more advanced than ours today. As we begin to remember these times, the remembering and gifts can come flooding back. At this stage in Earth's timeline, we need the wisdom of the ancients to survive as a species. You're being called to connect with the lost wisdom of your own soul. If you feel guided to make a change in your life, to step into a new career path, birth a creation, or bring an idea to life, but feel unprepared, this card is calling you to consider that you've done this before. Perhaps your soul has wisdom beyond what our lifespan can imagine. Perhaps the intuitive hits and ideas you're receiving are divinely guided. Perhaps you've been preparing for this for a long time. Some think that lost lands exist in the past. Others believe they exist today in a different dimension. I believe these ancient lands also exist in the souls of those who experienced them. If this card comes to you, perhaps the wisdom of lost lands such as Lemuria, Atlantis, and Avalon exists within you. And through surrendering to the intelligence of your soul, you can unlock the seeds of these ancient lands so we can all learn from our mistakes and usher in the new age. Starseed activation. Place the card on the portal of your heart and whisper the following. I unlock any forgotten wisdom and soul gifts from lifetimes past. You can just meditate on that since you don't have the card. Quote, I unlock any forgotten wisdom and soul gifts from lifetimes past. End quote. You can also do a guided past life meditation or guided past life meditation, timeline jump while you sleep, theta wave, binaural bead, meditations while you sleep. I feel like something that you're going through seems really familiar. You may be getting a lot of deja vu or a lot of like, I've been here before type feelings. And not just like you've experienced it before in this life, like a heartbreak or something like that. I feel like you're really being tested, like with a lot of hard times right now. And you could feel like giving up. Like, why is the universe picking on me? Or why do I have to go through this? And, you know, the old saying, the universe or the creator, God, whoever looks back and says, well, why not you? And that's kind of what the universe is doing right now. You have soul memory. I do feel like someone from a past life is coming in, okay? I don't feel like you've met them, at least not in person yet, but they are going to be coming in. They are soul connected to you, and they're going to help you figure out how to birth a new idea or bring forth something that you've created for the greater good of the collective. You have to hang in there and understand that sometimes the universe, like I just said to someone else, does hide things from us. When we think everything's falling apart, the universe has the most amazing blessing that it's ready to hand us right when we're about to give up. And sometimes we have to get to the brink, you know, the brink of giving up, the brink of, you know, jumping off the cliff and trusting the universe to catch us. Okay. Ralph, don't give up. Proceed with full force. I hate that I'm so bright right now. It makes me feel really weird looking. Can't even see my makeup. I just look like a ghost shell. Ralph, I feel like I keep seeing the fool. The fool is about to take a leap of faith. He is going on this long and major journey, and he's got really nothing but a little thing with him. He doesn't have much with him but his dog. He's got his eyes closed. He's ready to take this leap of faith and just trust the universe. And that's what the universe is asking you to do. No matter how much it hurts, no matter how much, you think that you may be making a wrong decision, always, again, go with what you feel. What do you feel in your gut, in your heart, in your soul? Pay close attention to your dreams this week. You're going to be getting some guidance, okay? How to proceed. You guys are so welcome. Who's next?
Cisco.
Okay. Cowie, my next book that I'm currently working on is called Shadow Entities Beyond the Sleep Paralysis Demon. That'll be out in September, the first or second week. And then after that is the Black Eyed Kids. Then who knows? Ralph, yes, but I only do them 4 times a year, like once a season for donation only. So I do charge for them. So hit me up for that and we'll work that out. I'm sorry, who was next?
Cisco, if she's still here.
Her name is Ari, and I'm so good with that. Great, now I got that song in my head. Are you still here, babes, Miss Cisco?
Yep, there she is.
All right. I'm using the Mythical Goddess again. Earth. A lot of Earth coming out tonight, guys. We need to get back with nature as a collective. Oh, thank you, Anne. Thank you, guys. Card number 10, the card of fruition, which I imagine is going to be a good card. Cisco. 10 of Earth. Fruition. Mercury in Virgo. This voluptuous African woman carries the gifts of the harvest to be shared with her family and community. She offers the bounty of life's wealth for all to receive and enjoy. Open now to fully experience your rewards for long work well done. This is the time of fruition, of enjoying life at its peak. Celebrate the ripe harvest and take the time to smell, taste, and feel the abundant fruits of your labor. Celebrate. So you may feel like it's not an abundant time, and you know what fruit of labor, right? It's rotten on the vine. The universe is telling you to keep pushing forward and doing what you're doing. Follow your heart. Move in shadow if necessary. Everything you've been trying to manifest is coming to fruition. You are going to be able to celebrate, enjoy life again. I don't know why. Move in shadow, move in shadow, move in shadow. Okay. It keeps popping into my head. Doing deeds behind someone's back, but for a good reason. Okay. Not letting anyone know your secrets. Keep working in the background towards achieving what you want, but be very careful who you talk to about it. You are going to see fruition, the fruits of your labor, being able to enjoy community and family and love again, and kind of get out of whatever this is that you feel like you have to, move silent. Remember, the strong move quiet, the weak start riots. Move quietly. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ralph. Love you too. Yeah, you're going to see fruition. It's not going to be immediate. It's not going to be in the next week. I would say by October, November. I know that seems like a long time. Don't give up hope. Keep pushing through. And again, I keep getting the same message for everyone. It's like, follow your heart. Do not overthink. The mind has no place here right now. When we're talking about the collective consciousness and vibrational shifts, dimensional shifts, ascension, ascendancy, there's no room for overthinking. Keep doing what you're doing. You are on the right path, whether you feel like you are or not. Also, I'm getting a motherly type. It doesn't have to be your mother, but a motherly type figure who is willing to help you and share something with you, whether it be wisdom or money, or there's some help that she's willing to give you, but waiting for you to ask for it. I don't know if you know who this person is. This person could be coming in this week. This is the week reading. Definitely a motherly type, okay? Someone who you would feel connected to in a maternal way, who is willing to help you. No, it doesn't have to be your mom, a maternal figure that could be coming in or returning to your life to maybe help you. Who's next?
Ari, and that's the last one.
All right, Ari.
Tiffany's her mom.
Oh, okay. Ari, I'm going to use Mythical Goddess again, and let's end the night. So I can get me puts away and have a lemon ice. I'm so terrible. I always eat lemon ice when I write. Like, if you're reading one of my books, chances are I was eating lemon ice when I wrote whatever you're reading. I don't like shuffling these 72 card decks, though. I got to say that much. C's, dealing with emotions, card of compassion. The 3 of C's, it is a Cancer energy card, but I'm getting a little Pisces out of there. I see the dragons swimming as though they were fish, but there's 3 of them. So, all right, let's do this. The 3 of C's, compassion, Ari, Mercury in Cancer. Dragons, the ancient goddess symbols of compassion, hold the sacred female energy of sexual power. Heart-centered and wise, they dance around the pearl of wisdom, each carrying aspects of the loving compassion they represent: unconditional love, emotional energy, and love of humanity. These dragons are calling to you to open your heart to the kindness of compassion and the high frequency of love, to let the abundance of feeling heal yourself and others in blessing. Okay, so you may be going through a really difficult time. Some sort of breaking up of something. Doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, but very, very well could be. All right. Something that is very or was very familiar to you or someone is going to suddenly become unfamiliar, not a part of your life anymore. You've outgrown this person, place, or thing, hurt, habit, hang up, addiction, whatever. And in moving out of it, you are becoming a completely different person, mind, body, soul, and spirit. What the universe is saying is you can let this make you jaded and like, you know, I don't have this person anymore. Like, I don't know how I'm going to go on without that job or that specific person, that specific job, instead of being like, well, the universe definitely has something better planned for me. Okay. Trying to remember to be kind to others, even when you're having a bad day, but also to get comfortable with accepting kindness from others. I do feel like there are people that you have that you can turn to that you don't even realize. I feel a really tight knit community around you, Ari. Like, you have a lot of people that love you, that adore you, that are there for you. And this card is reminding you to like utilize these people when you're feeling like you've lost hope, either in love, life, humanity, you've lost faith, whatever it is. Don't keep it bottled up, because that causes bitterness. That causes all lower vibrational feelings. Okay. So make sure that whatever happens when this ending comes in, and I do feel like the start of it is this week, by the end of the month, this relationship, this job, this whatever it is going to be over and done with. You're going to be emotionally hurt. Okay. Make sure you turn to others and also turn to the universe and manifest yourself something better when you're ready. Okay. This card is reminding you to open your heart to the kindness of others. And again, to give kindness to others, no matter what's going on in your life. Not allowing one person, place, thing, situation, hurt, habit, hang up, whatever, cause you to shut your humanity down. All right. Because the universe is saying the collective needs you right now. It needs something that your soul has. All of our souls are unique. We all have something different to give. There's no duality to it. Like, nobody has the same soul or soul purpose, right? Even if we have the same soul purpose, there's always a different path we have to take to get there. So you are completely unique in and of yourself, and the world needs you. The universe needs you to open up, get more spiritual, start meditating, do yoga, listen to the meditations in your earbuds while you sleep, like I always suggest, because I do it. All right. Your time is coming. Whatever this thing is that's coming to an end, that's exactly what it was meant to do. Do not hang on for dear life, and do not settle for it. Because if you stay in it, for instance, if it's a romantic relationship, and it doesn't have to be, and you decide to stay, even though you know that you should leave, the abundance and your purpose that's coming in so soon is not going to come in. And then you have to repeat the cycle, relearn the lesson however many times, and then wait for the universe to bring the abundance and the new blessing and the new cycle back in. All right. Yeah, Brent, you were able to stay for the whole time. Oh, BCD, hi.
Did they want a reading?
We are ending. BCD, if you want a reading, let me know right now, and I'll give you one. Otherwise, I got to get me to bed.
Come on, BC. We need an answer there, bud.
Look at your watch now. You're still a super hot female. All right, BCD, it was lovely seeing you, honey. Guys,
Yeah, yes. Just
yes,
a little
all
more.
right. All right, let's do one more then. One more. Doop. Let's do Daylon Awaits.
Good night, Anna. Have a good night. Have a
Good
safe
night, everybody. I love you guys. Stay safe. Remember, manifestation, positive self-talk, checking emotional vibrations.
She's gonna do your BC.
I got you, baby girl. There's always a delay that we're not really aware of until it affects us. All right. Cinderella, card number 3. I used to live with my wicked stepmother and her vain and selfish daughters. Still, I kept my faith and hope unharmed. Then one day, the king planned a ball at the castle to get his son, the prince, to choose a wife. This is when my fairy godmother appeared and offered me a dress, a carriage, and glass slippers. After many adventures, I eventually got to marry my sweet prince and be happy at last. Obstacles are on your way, ? Like, I hate the translation. Obstacles are on the way. Don't let them discourage you or demoralize you. Do not lose yourself in bitterness. Keep your faith strong and keep your hope alive. Also, keep a kind and generous heart. I swear, this is everything I just said to Ari. And also keep a kind and generous heart. Your dreams will prove to be right in the end. They will come true, and you will get some kind of magical help in the most unexpected of ways. In the meantime, just dig in and wait for the right moment near to come where you will rise and shine. Okay, so there are some BCD, there are some bad times coming in. I don't want to say bad times, but there's a lot of lessons you're about to start learning. I feel like you could feel like things are falling apart. If you just heard me read for Ari, a lot of what I said to her is for you as well. Don't get discouraged and don't hold on to things or people for dear life. If they want to go, let them. If it's come to an end, let it. And as human beings, we have a really hard time with that. We have a really hard time with just letting go and understanding that it's whatever it was, the relationship, the job, the whatever, served its purpose or served their purpose. And now it's time to move on and learn and grow. There are some obstacles coming in the next week or two, but I feel like as long as you keep hope alive, remember that the universe is always working for us. Things happen for us, not to us, and that the universe always has our back. So something bigger and better and much more compatible to your soul contract and to your life journey, to your transcendency, ascendancy, is coming in. As long as you keep the hope alive and remember positive manifestation. Do not get discouraged. Do not give up hope. Yes, still rocking it, but it is that time, guys. I love you guys. Thank you so much. I released the Axeman of New Orleans video today. Go check that out. Check out the description box, my PayPal, my Cash App. If you don't have the links, they're in there. If you guys want to donate to that, thank you so much for the super chats, for everyone who donates, who gets paid personals, who's been ordering my mystery boxes, manifestation sprays, spell jars, crystal kits. It's all coming because I am now able to pay a professional to build my website from the ground up and help me to promote it. Okay. I did a short video though that I put in the description box of all my other videos telling you guys what my business is about, what I offer. Okay. So I love you guys. Please check that out. You guys are the actual best. Remember the messages you heard tonight. Keep them in your heart. We will see you our usual night, Wednesday, 7:15-ish p.m. Eastern time to 11:15-ish p.m. Eastern time next Wednesday. And if you guys need anything, hit me up. I love you. Be blessed and good night. Bye, Ghost Dragons.
Bye-bye.